nothing wrong with Daniel.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not Daniel I'm worried about.
Yeah, welcome back. Does any, you know what, Metro, why don't you just take us out?
I was gonna say, I just had a quick question, real quick, for you as a Eberron thing. Why is Zentrix shaped like Australia?
Good question.
Not.
It's
because it's a similarly horrible place.
It's because the aspect ratio on this map is squashed a bit.
Listen, I do what I can.
It's because Zendrick has almost as many awful creatures that want to harm you. Like, it's a relative
here's the
number.
official one, quote unquote. It's still not that. Like, I can definitely see where he's coming from. Yeah, the aspect ratio is squished a little bit.
Arenell is New Zealand.
I'm drawing up a diagram right now, and I'll have it in a couple minutes.
I was gonna say, now with this information, you're gonna have to voice all the native Drow Australian accents.
I'll get on that. Yeah.
No problem, man. Thank you.
Yeah, you know me and accents. But yeah, Metro, why don't you give us a recap here?
Yes. Hello. Welcome, everyone. I'm glad to see you. I hope you're okay. Thanks for coming. I've been signed out of Roll20 for some reason. That's fun.
That was me. Yeah, I was making sure you paid attention.
Yeah, it was good while it lasted.
Yeah, so last time we opened up with the ghosts of our little dead dwarf friend who planted some bombs. We'll get to that in a second. And through the Speak with Dead spell, we had some questions that we needed to ask about what was going down, trying to get context. And we were very careful about wording as to the best of our ability. It was very unfortunate because Pick was not here last session, even though she was the one casting the spell. So she was just kind of in the corner, like, yeah, like, channel's open. Y'all figure that shit out. I'm holding it.
I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah, we got what we needed, I think. But we asked who planted the discs, and she confirmed that it was her. And to skip ahead a little bit, basically, she was paid by a woman in a cloak and a veil over her face. She wasn't very specific about what was going on, but she was approached very privately, and they were careful not to leave a ton of evidence of like a paper trail as to who and why and all that. What she did have was a silken, what would you call it? A tapestry, sort of a sheet.
Sheet.
Yeah, sheet. That had instructions woven into it, and so we tossed her house and searched it for it. We found it under a rock, and it had basic instructions of like what to do and when and stuff like that. That was fairly well hidden, like relatively. It would have been easy to miss if we didn't know it was there. We tried to get as many details as we could with the set of questions that we had. But the important thing was that regardless of not actually knowing exactly who was responsible and what the whole like in-depth conspiracy is, we did have enough evidence to say, okay, well, this was not the Fury. Like, Danelle's Wrath was not responsible for this. There's something deeper going on here, and the sort of Illuminati, the newbie Illuminati that we had encountered before, the Silken Veil, I think is their name. Is that right? They're the main suspect that we have so far, but we don't have a ton of details. They were the ones that we saw talking to what is his name? The Warforged guy. Metrol. Yeah, so she was trying to like turn them against each other. She was putting people, like, playing people on all sides. We don't know exactly what's going on, but that's what we have come to the conclusion of. So we went down to the office, and we found this little overworked goblin guy who was just very bored and upset that he was working the night shift, and said, hey, we have evidence. This is really important. And then we detailed everything out. We gave all the evidence that we had. We noted where everything was. We also did kind of skedaddle fairly quickly because we were still like fucking up a crime scene. So we were in a nice part of town. We didn't want to get the cops on our tail. But yeah, a large crowd quickly accumulated. We told them what had gone down. Some of us were pretty pleased with it. A lot of them were just frustrated and sort of begrudgingly doing their job. They weren't super like enthused about it because they wanted us to bring the Fury's head in. But for all intents and purposes, our job there is complete because he's not wanted anymore. Well, I shouldn't say that. He's not being accused of this crime that he did not commit. So the bounty was clear. We got some reward, which was cool. And then we had to figure out, how are we gonna progress from here? A couple of noteworthy things. Something's wrong with Purser. That has to be noted. Also,
nothing is wrong with Purser.
We had some like shopping stuff that we got done. Some components were purchased. Mercy went to a church and quickly found that there's a sect or branch of the Sovereign Host that is a bit more suspect. They love money. They worship dragons and they love money. They think that money will get them into heaven. She got what she needed in the end, but there was a bit of a markup. But she has what she needs to do her spell, and to just be able to. I think it was for scrying, if I'm remembering right. Yeah, she found that. By the way, are those guys canon? Like the
Yep.
Dragon Greed? Okay, yeah. I didn't know if that was just on the fly. Like there should be a different sect here.
Nope. City of Stormreach is pretty solid. I don't have
Yeah,
to make up that much.
Nice.
Yeah, the Sovereign Host is very fragmented.
Right. Makes sense. I mean, it's the like dominant one. But yeah, she got her shopping done. Purser had some more uneventful shopping and got like 8 fucking spells. So he's doing the wizard thing and warping reality
Power
to his
spike.
will. Yeah. Joke's on you, everybody. I can cast Warp Sense. It's over for you bitches. Right, he got that done. Someone had a less productive day. Indigo had a bit of a rough time. He went home to see his aunt, and everybody else knew before he did. But he
It's not the
was
worst.
asked in. Now it could be a lot worse. You could have had like all of your digits removed and your organs harvested. It could have been. It could always be worse. But he was brought in, and in what was one of the most tense scenes I've ever sat through for a session in any game.
Oh my god, it was terrible. Holy shit.
It was a lot. I don't like. You dog on yourself for your performances sometimes, but Sam, I gotta tell you, you are incredible at like just the subtle like tension and like, oh yeah, they're really not in a good mood with you, but they're not like they're going to be as professional as possible, and that makes it like infinitely worse because she never like screamed at him. She was just delivering bad news to a family member. But he has been sporiated, and that is a very like rare thing in the houses for like dragon marked individuals. Usually you have to really fuck up to get that sort of treatment,
Or be in love with the wrong person.
Yeah, that'll do it. They're
Yeah,
not
that's
big
awesome.
they're not big on that.
To be fair,
unless-
almost starting a new Shadow Schism is kind of bad. So.
They're not big on birthmark mixing, but that aside,
it sounds weird when you say it like that.
was there
accurate.
something objectionable about it? Because like I feel like that's the long and short. But yeah, he grabbed some wine. He got some money to sort of like get himself on his feet the best as he can. And it's only going to be like a couple decades, I think.
A decade,
so-
yeah, probably not more
Yeah.
than a decade. Yeah.
So like
Which
who
is
really
right.
cares? But it's a really big blow for him. The those people tend to be kind of work oriented for the cause and all that for the family. So he wandered back with wine in hand. Also worth noting, he was being tailed for a while he investigated the wizard guy that we have to kill. And House Fjarlin was on him while he was on the wizard guy. So he our boy Indigo was being tailed. And he did notice it. 'cause he's
blew
an
his
expert.
cover. Like he was hiding well, and one of them fucked up their stealth roll.
Yeah, yeah, that's got to be infuriating. Like, oh, these fucking amateurs. Like,
That's exactly what it felt
you're,
like.
you're not even worried about your own safety. You're just worried about like, oh man, the job was going well. Like, fucking, yeah. But yeah, so the tension, like they're the other house is aware that shit is going down, and they know that there's a lot of heat on Indigo and that he's fucking up. So that's not great either, because as if we needed more problems right now. But he came back with wine in hand, and him and some of the party had a moment where we talked about he didn't give a lot of details yet, but we know that something bad happened with the house. We just don't know the extent of how severe the punishment actually was. We had a bit of time to sort of unwind, and we have just started the new adventuring day after our great success with clearing the Fury's name in a day. 7th at the time was used. All right, we are ahead of the curve right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, next order of business, I believe we just said was to do with the Jotsuzo thing, but that's still up in the air if people are indecisive. I know that usually my other parties will change their mind at the last fucking second, and we spend the first section of the game just deciding what to do. But yeah, if anyone wants to add anything, or if I missed, like if I didn't write something down, then please feel free to throw it in there.
As always, you killed it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you may.
I watched it more recently. You did great.
Hell yeah.
Put up a thing here.
What did you say, Liquid Sam?
And you said, "Oh, well, good thing we're probably not going to just dump this plotline, or whatever, something like that." And I'm like, "And you just jinxed us."
No. High Lord Stellark.
You should have
Yes.
seen the way my game went last night. It was
yes. You may speak, War Chancellor.
I will mute you. All right, let's see here. We have. Yeah. You guys. Oh, actually, Indigo. One sec here. Send you something as it's not bad news. There we go. It's actually kind of good news. You're when you're probably like going to find somewhere to put your box of coins, you do find something something else in it. In a there's kind of a crease where it shouldn't be, and after like you don't grow up in well, probably you didn't grow up in Fear Island, but you don't grow up in the House of Shadow without knowing like, oh, hidden compartment. Poke around a little bit. Your aunt apparently included something else for you. It's a small roll of pitch black rubbery material that you recognize as a common item among the more skilled Thorani and honestly Fjarlan agents. You now have 5 body bags of holding, which I will put stats.
Ooh.
What is?
No.
I don't actually know what that is.
I mean, I think it said.
Does what it says on the tin.
Yeah. 1 sec. Let me.
You're reading the bag explains the bag.
What if this stores like dozens of bodies?
It sadly does not do dozens of bodies. It would be. This is just an uncommon. There we go. Under party.
It's just nice that you don't have to put the dead bodies in your other bag of holding and muck off everything and forget that they're in there and then pull them out months later and be disappointed.
Yeah.
Do things age in a bag of holding? Like if you put an apple in there, will it go rotten?
Depends on how the bag's enchanted.
Okay. So I always imagined it as like stasis, like it's just frozen in there.
Yeah, it's more expensive to make stasis enchantments,
Gotcha.
but they are doable.
But yeah, it's a little bonus.
Okay.
There.
Yeah. Nice. All right. That actually will. Don't tip me. Don't tip me.
But yeah, you have 5 of those.
Okay.
And yeah, as you guys are probably discussing what to do, one of the sailors you hired back in Mishann, for anyone paying attention, maybe the name was Tegan, asks probably Purser, I'd imagine, because Purser's was usually the captain, the guy behind the wheel, so to speak. He'd say, "Excuse me, Captain. There's something below deck. You and the group should probably see." He's just kind of like
Something
rubbing the back of his head.
below
It's-
deck.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how to describe it.
Well, let's go see what this is then.
I swear if it's Jason.
Just ran. Yeah, I waited perfectly to add an eighth part because I'm completely turned into a masochist. I've spent too much time around
It's
that.
Sormel Ross leaking through to Lyrandar and other games.
But yeah, I once Purser and I mean, do you guys follow or you all
Yeah,
like busy doing
absolutely.
your
Yeah.
things? Okay.
I'm just, like, so this is like
I
right
imagine
after,
when
'cause-
Purser is like doing his work on spells, Pick just sits in there and wraps her rocks so she can finally finish up Mercy's gifts.
Fair enough. No, I just figured I'd double check. Yeah, in
I
that
wanted
case,
to tour the ship anyway, so I'm gonna
yeah,
probably like.
it's it is strange. It's like big ceramic or metal. It's basically a modern tanker ship, or like a modern ship compared to the say like wooden designs you've seen thus far. But once you're below the deck, the sailor leads you back behind one of the rooms that you guys made via impromptu curtain walls. Impromptu curtains, just in place of walls, rather. He looks around for a moment before glancing back and says, "You, you, you guys should really be more suspicious. Who knows what devilry someone could have planned for you down here?" And his voice is not the same it was when he talked with you up on deck. It sounds distinctly like Fury's, actually.
Pick just claps her little hands together and goes, "It's okay. Most things that are bad surprises we end up killing."
You'd be
I will
surprised
suspect
at how extremely lethal we are.
I mean, stands to reason. From what I've heard, you did quite a lot of damage to the rats. So,
They annoyed us.
well,
We get to go back and kill
a little
more.
more than
No,
We have
no.
unfinished business with them.
that.
Oh, I try to avoid dropping out of character when I'm in a new role, even if it's a temporary one. Apologies for deception. But I came here to congratulate you on managing to convince the Stormlords to ease off Denel's pride. Dead me, I suppose. I was sure they wouldn't let up without a body.
Kitty.
I don't have a lot to say on the matter.
I've
Ship
never
cat.
met that cat. I will never meet that cat, but I love that cat.
She's a baby. Come here.
Leia will sort of like slightly sort of bow his head, and he'll say, it was our pleasure, of course. We are happy to be of service. It was the right thing to do."
Well, that's good to hear, and all the more impressive that you did it that quickly. I admit I'm looking forward to seeing the new homeland. Even if it's a collection of mud huts, it'll be an improvement over Stormreach.
Your people will at least be treated as people.
Wonderful. So I'll try and rally the Irish here around the city to get as many coming with us on the first trip as soon as I can. But when should I tell them to prepare? Honestly, I'm not really sure what timeline, if any, your group has. I know you had more work here to do.
It is hard to estimate, in all honesty. We have quite a bit of difficult and important work to complete, yes, and it is difficult to gauge exactly how long some of that will take, but I expect at least a month may be required.
Fair enough. I'll try and have folk kept as ready as possible. Big things, somewhat mobile, that type of thing.
I would hate for anyone to have to rush out, even besides the work that we have left, to have to make difficult decisions about what to take with you and getting affairs in order. It is all quite stressful if you have to leave on the fly, and I would rather them have time to make peace with the sudden exit.
Maybe they have time to organize their things and label them so we could start loading the ship.
And
For big stuff.
So we
Sorry.
could arrange earlier transportation. We don't, strictly speaking, need the ship here.
That's true. That was out of character.
Is kind of ties into what we were talking about in DMs the other day. Was there a Transcend Gate nearby? I don't remember where the map of those is, if you ever gave us one.
You do have a, you did find and like kind of make an etching of the map that you found in the ruin. And if I'll put you on the Zendrick map, on the terribly compressed one, there is indicators on there for Transcend Gates. Now, there's no guarantee that the gates are not having issues, but you can see on the map where the gates are. So, for example, there's one here, there's one here, there's one out in the water here. Probably wasn't in the water when they made it. There's one here, kind of hanging randomly, but.
Those symbols. Okay. The map just finally loaded for me.
Yep.
So there is one near to Stormreach. We could like start sending them in the ship early, and then if worst comes to worst, we can make a escape and try and find it out in the jungle.
That's true. You could.
How much has Leo been informed about this portal situation? Because those are like the old broken warp gates, right? Like the.
Yeah, Purser's like muttered about it a bit, but hasn't given detailed explanations.
Okay.
Yeah. That's fair.
Leo's a bit more concerned about.
What was that, Yell?
Is that what Pick came through?
Yes.
She came through. Okay. Yep.
She had help in her head to hijack one. So presumably that one, at least it didn't have issues for you. I will say yes.
Yeah.
Given that Trikreen are immune to the Traveler's Curse, that may not be a huge like notification.
They're
for
what?
how safe it is. Yeah. That's that's why Trikreen
They're what?
Usually hired as guides for Zendrick.
Does that apply to a group? Can she just lead us back there?
Probably. That's the canonical thing in the original Stormreach book and this one, like.
That's the first I'm hearing of it.
No, really, like that's.
No,
that's...
I believe you, but
The thing.
it's just one of those trivia details that I completely missed.
It doesn't come up a lot because nobody fucking plays them. So like.
Or they just.
Hey now.
Or they just avoid shit like the Traveler's Curse when humanly possible. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Usually, if you're playing one, it's like a weird, like they came to Corvair, so it's.
Yeah.
How often do you really see it? Does Purser voice that option in character? Yes. Okay. Leo will like sort of rub his chin for a second, and then he'll say, "Well, it certainly would be good to speed up the process a bit if possible, but I do have concerns about the safety of the passengers. I know that we have a capable crew, but shortly after I came aboard, there was a giant sea monster that tried to strike our vessel."
Well, we'll pay the tide this time.
Does Pick know about the Traveler's Curse and that she's immune to it? I'm assuming yes.
So I feel like for your people, for one, it's not on the on any of the island chains by and large for some reason, and two, you've heard about it, but it's through people, so it's probably like the primary opinion among your people and most Trikreen is likely just that the weird. Like
we just get lost in
people.
the woods.
Yeah, you guys are just comically bad at not getting lost. Like that's the general consensus.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
there would legit be Thrycreen jokes about like, yeah, they walked they were in Skyfall Peninsula. They walked into the woods and they ended up in
Mm.
like the Scimitar Spires mountain range. Like legit. I don't know how they got that lost. And they just shake their heads and they, like mumble something about, the squishies.
So it
So-
registers to them as like non-Thrycreen just coping out of their minds, trying to save
Yeah.
face. Like, oh, we're
Yep.
cursed. It's not our fault.
Yeah.
Like that
Yep,
sort of.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay, good to know. So she would be able to. She just knows that she could do it. She doesn't know that it's anything special. She just thinks they're dumb as shit.
Yeah. Well,
And really bad
bless
at
their
it.
hearts. Bless their hearts. They're doing their best. Yeah.
They're doing their best. They're just really bad at jungle life. Poor things. Okay.
But yeah, Leo is for the idea in theory, but he did have concerns about the ship getting jumped if we're not there.
It's not an unreasonable concern.
I'll look to Baltazar, who responded, and say, the Kraken leader, the one who sent those monstrosities against us, she accepts payment for passage. I'm not very familiar with the customs of this area.
They have a very odd form of payment. They don't take money, as far as I remember. They want blood.
I see.
We have too many people to risk. I'll gladly give my blood.
Leo's eyes kind of widen because he realizes that you were being literal. He thought that he meant.
Oh no!
He thought
no,
they'd
no.
like want to kill people, and that's the payment.
Oh
but...
no! Literally, they want like I forgot if it was like a chunk, like a
was-
like a drink.
Ritual bloodletting, basically. It was like ritualized, representing that you're giving away part of your life energy. That was the payment demanded.
Good
Gotcha.
times.
And since I think we told them to go fuck themselves last
You
time,
did.
they may want
You
more.
did. Hence the undead monstrosity attacking the ship.
I see. Well, if they don't hold grudges, then perhaps that will be sufficient.
I don't know if they do.
Could we do any sort of like history or anything to the like culture check if you can just say, yeah, we'll pay this time, and if it's all just in the past, or
You could. There's not a whole lot of information. The party might be able to cobble something together. Yeah.
yeah, I don't think Leo wouldn't know, but I wanted to pose the idea to the group if someone wants to try.
Yeah, if you do a group
Yeah.
history check, you might be able to figure something out. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not bad at it.
Not my best skill.
All right.
Those could be
We'll
worse.
Think that
I'll give
worked?
it a shot.
Oh, come on.
No, it didn't work.
All right,
Come on.
Okay, here, 1 second. See if Jotazo's attempt to, study up will get him anything.
Nope.
No, this is not your hyperfixation.
I mean, this
I
is
I accidentally rolled twice. I'm sorry.
That's I mean, this is a pretty harmless one to mess up on, to be honest. Like, and it does make a lot of sense. It's like, what
I do like the subtle mechanical implication that that Jotazo is more well read on history than Indigo is.
Oh, yeah,
he
he's
just
a
lives
weirdo.
here. He has to deal
Yeah.
with these
Yeah, I was
people.
gonna
Yeah,
say that
it's
has
true.
more to do with like, growing up here in the swamps. Yeah, I would say it's you guys. It's pretty hard to tell. Like, honestly, I feel like Purser might have the insight of like, well, apparently this is an undead type kraken, so they're usually reasonable when outside of their endless hatred for life. So maybe. Like,
Yeah, that sounds like something Purser would say.
yeah.
But they don't have as much like pettiness as normal like living people do. I think is the implication there.
I think the implication is, man, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay, so Percy, you know that. Whether you voice it in that fashion or not
Oh,
is up to you.
Okay.
Like, yeah, they can be a very like logical about things, but they're also
They're just as likely
abominations.
to be logical about it as any person would be, and we all know how that turned out.
Yeah. Kraken Bane, he's a very reasonable guy.
We got to
But,
kill those people. Like
Good luck.
But yeah, so you're not sure. It's a bit of a coin toss. But for his part, Fury was basically like politely stepped back a little bit so you could talk among yourselves. And well, I'll tell them to be ready as much as possible. And he said something about hacking large things. I don't want to overload your ship. Let's hold off on that. And when the time
Pick
comes,
tilts her head and looks at him and looks back at the ship and looks at him
Yeah.
and looks at the ship.
Yeah, he
And
just
then just kind of like
he just grins
blinks.
and sort of shrugs. You lot are adventurers. Yes, I've known I've known those in your profession to have strange cargoes before. So
Suffice it to say that weight isn't a concern, but the number of people that we can carry and feed could be problematic.
there we go.
At worst, we'll have to make 2 trips.
As a quick reminder, how long is the trip between the city and the Mishann settlement?
I mean, in your ship, like 3-4 days, I think. Let me check.
Okay.
I was gonna say, do we have enough food and all that for these amount of people?
Yeah, we'll load up before we go.
It might be as long as a week, but either way, that's not.
We have thousands of gold. We can feed a bunch of people for a week.
I know.
Also, I remember we got buddies, and was it Sorrow Dusk that we helped out?
Yes, Sorrow Dusk Island is. They still don't really have much of a port, but they are very, very interested in becoming allied with Mishann because holy shit, do they need allies? They're like.
I think they got a good freshwater source. We're gonna need that.
They do have. Yes, exactly. It's kind of right between the two. So.
I mean, we could just make water. It's fine.
It's bad for the soul.
Yeah.
What? Are you okay, Balthazar?
It's an old naval thing.
He's had someone whispering in his ear for a while, whispering strange truths.
This is out of character, but I love the "it's bad from the soul" coming from the guy who just said, "Yeah, I'll let them take my blood. Sure, it's fine." Like,
well, yeah, it's called giving your life for a cause. Something you don't know about.
Yeah, it's no Undarin stuff.
I don't
You
want
don't get to
but
talk about that.
Hey,
not to me.
That's fair. But yeah, Fury nods, and like when the bickering starts, he gives you a subtle nod and pats Balthazar on the back, and then leaves the ship.
Oh, and I will pull him aside for one more thing.
Okay.
I'll say to him, if you wish to come along, you're welcome, but you're gonna have to hang up your old ways. This is a new dawn for all of us.
I've heard that before. I'll keep it in mind. And he departs.
Excellent.
So,
Yeah, let's have to try out my new toy.
Your new toy?
Yeah, the owl.
Oh, the figurine.
Oh yeah, that would have been good to prepare, Sam.
Sorry,
what were you saying? What were you saying, Indigo?
I was just gonna look around, kind of in a circle, and just kind of say, so, is there a place where I could put my stuff?
Yeah, I'll show you to your quote cabin. We're
Yeah,
still working
it's-
on getting things.
What is the
set up for
layout in here? You
permanent.
called it a tanker. Is it just like a massive space? Like with
Yeah, this was
So have
a
you ever
giant-
seen the internal storage of an oil tanker, where it's just
Yeah.
like a massive cavernous building the size of like a football field?
okay, gotcha.
Imagine that.
it's
It's the
something along
cargo
those
hold of a
lines,
ship
yeah.
sized for giants.
So
it
it's
is
entirely like
enormous.
open space. There's no like walls or something.
So I will put you on like the top of the Riptider just for reference as far as size. Like this is roughly the size of
Yeah.
the ship.
Yeah, we have some like,
if-
we're sitting
temporary
on a
walls set up to
cruiser.
divide space, but
Yeah, I would like to say that like retroactively, if I can just quickly make a small retcon, upon
Yeah.
like getting on board, the first thing Leo would do is buy curtains. Like we need
Yeah, we-
some division.
we've had that for a while.
Yeah,
Okay,
they were
okay.
using sailcloth, to be fair, so that might not be very trendy, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it is huge.
Huge.
And I think there is like cabin space and stuff, but it's all sized for giants, so it's just ludicrously large.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to pick. I don't know. I'm just gonna find a spot in here. I think. Fuck. I need a safe. Can we retroactively, so we don't have to go on another shopping trip? Like say that I bought like a little lead safe to keep my stuff in.
Absolutely. That's fine.
Alright.
I don't
Bucks.
know. 40 gold. There you go.
All right.
Get that good Kandaric seal of approval, my man.
I mean, we'll say he bought it before he got banished, because otherwise it's gonna be hard to buy from a licensed like other houses won't serve him now.
Well, the
Oh.
houses themselves won't, but like a random like licensed craftsman isn't
Yeah.
gonna necessarily know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like he can still go to McDonald's.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not allowed at the country club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
Or
the what is it, like the Sky Pilot, the pilot lounges or something. He's not allowed in those
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
airport type thing.
Officers lounge. Yeah, all those.
As a quick like character question, how high up the chain was Indigo prior to this? Like, is he like a competent grunt, or is he like established from experience? Is he like how, where in the pecking order is he? Is what I'm trying to ask.
I would say so. I was picked up pretty early. Schooling wasn't necessarily for me. I had other interests, so the people around me and my family decided that I should start training for my actual purpose. At a very young age, I was doing things that people much older than me were doing, and I was very good at it. So yeah, I guess you could say that I was making my way up. Not quite viceroy or anything, but getting close.
Right on. That was mostly like out of character self-indulgence. I was just curious, but thank you.
Well,
It made sense.
Yeah, no, it's a good.
I like it. All right, let's see here.
I could buy the two, just sort of talking about it as a way to let him like sort of process better, potentially, kind of reflect.
Yeah, just keep somebody
People-
talking type thing.
People get like introspective during that shit, so.
All right, let me put this here. Serpentine.
Also, like that's also like that backstory is also the backstory of like Brendan Urie, so you know, Rockstar makes sense, I guess.
Who's Bridget Urie?
I don't know.
All right, so
He's the lead singer of Panic at the Disco. It's an emo
Oh,
band.
okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Fair
I
enough.
like Panic. I didn't know his name, but all right.
Yeah, I'm bad with names. Okay, so you now have Serpentina Owl as a under summons and mounts and such, along with all of
Welcome
the
back.
other things. And oh, geez, okay. But yeah, that's you guys have something to think about. Probably just a matter of like, okay, we think we're gonna leave in assuming you don't get chased out or something with like pitchforks behind you. You should be able
Yeah.
to send a notification out type thing.
Mhm.
There's always like a
And we're
slight
not going to
chance
leave
someone.
without them.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a slight chance the party like fucking yeets a fireball at the president, so you can't rule it out, but I think we're fairly
Yeah.
responsible.
Yeah, you guys are pretty good.
You say that as if any of us know Fireball.
I've seen. Wait, no, you were like by yourself when you did it.
I have
Fuck.
gone. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Same
Mercy
thing.
microwaves people.
Yes.
Yeah, you electrocute them.
You do.
So anyway,
Yeah, so what you guys, it's still pretty early in the morning.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Uh,
Pre-noon,
since-
we'll say.
I was kind of stalling a little bit because I want to get to the slave stuff, but like Jotazo was AFK, so I gave him a second.
Okay. Fair enough.
But Leia would like to come up to Jotazo and ask him, say, I understand that this must be difficult for you. We had very urgent matters to attend, but your matter is of course urgent as well. And if you would be so inclined, I'd be willing to try to assist you and use the time that we have for the most important quests that we have left.
Yes. I appreciate this offer, friend. Leo. One second. Let me gather my thoughts. But yes, as I have already told a wise person, I intend to defer as much to the party's wisdom as possible, as I feel that I am far too emotionally compromised due to the nature of this. Much like, I believe, in Kuavar, in matters of law, it's not unusual for people to hire another law speaker to argue on their behalf, even if the person involved is already a law speaker, as to to have someone distant from the matter to speak and think clearly on it.
Leia will smile at him and say, indeed, you are very correct, my friend. There is nothing more difficult than holding your sword and tongue in matters so personal as this. It is a very mature reflection. Rest easy and know that we are here for you, and we will do everything we can to make sure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. You are in good hands. And he'll put his fist over Hart.
Thank you, friend Leo.
DM, what do I know about the Red Ring? Like, who's in charge?
Well, it's strictly speaking, it's sort of self-governing. Realistically, it keeps running in the same way that like any really popular sporting thing goes. Like it's got enough people buying into it. There's almost, I think all of the government of Stormreach technically throws some money, and a lot of the Stormlords personally really like it. The
Yeah,
Blood
we know
Council,
that the
the Blood Council is the group of the three most prominent stable masters that own and operate large stables of gladiators. Um, yeah, like that's basically the long and short of it. There's like three people who basically run it, and there's a lot of government crossover, but there's one family was part of founding it, but and the descendant of that person is on the council, and there's two others that work with it. But basically, if your stable of gladiators gets good enough, then you have a chance at ending up on the council. Well, gets good enough and brings enough money in, I should clarify that.
Yeah, I imagine there's a lot of like sports betting type stuff going on at the
Oh,
Coliseum.
that is enormous. Like that's like
That's like the second most profitable thing in the city.
Yeah, the fights are just there to get people gambling. Like that's the main thing.
FanDuel. I say when I hear the others speaking about this, I say, now, I may not be the most politically savvy person, but it seems the structure's pretty simple. I don't want to overthink this. I'm more of a doer, but I think if we're gonna do something, we should probably do it soon. I mean,
I
break
concur.
in, get your brother. Anyone stops us on the way, they aren't around anymore.
That's the
Hide them
plan.
out here.
I concur. For
Well-
once, I will defer to your expertise on the matter. I have little to no moral reservations about what you do in this place, so feel free to do the best that you can. We'll be counting on you.
Let's go tonight.
Yeah, and if no one else has anything, then I'm down to time skip.
Okay, so you
Are we
guys,
assassinating them?
like,
Maybe.
the plan is to break in and break Jotaso's brother out, and then do what?
Hopefully, just sneak out. But
And then sneak it. Okay.
I think that's the interpretation.
Okay. No, I was just
Um,
trying to clarify. Okay.
Purser was just gonna go and see if he could buy the guy.
Okay.
But I
That-
don't
Well,
want to
like
do that
Leo-
if that
Yeah,
might
works for
tip
me.
them
Le-
off.
Leo ruled that out because Jotazo specifically said that
Yeah,
he did not.
Jotazo
He wasn't
doesn't
willing
want
to
it.
do that.
That's fair.
Well,
Yeah.
But
And
so
Leo
I
was like,
wasn't
it's
gonna
just-
tell anyone.
Yeah. The options were essentially, hey, buy him out, kill his master, and hope that he's set free, or break him out. Well, buying him
Okay.
out is out. Killing his master may not necessarily get the right results because he could just be absorbed by someone else. So, last but least,
We should-
jailbreak.
We could still kill his master.
We could.
You can kill just about anyone with the right spirit. Like that's
Yeah. That might have some political consequences considering why we're in the city. Sam's games are not unga bunga enough that you can just start killing big political figures for free.
I
Pick
tried.
just really doesn't like slavers and probably
Yeah.
doesn't have the understanding of the scope of politics. So
Yeah.
or
Also,
the-
as a quick aside, not to break the flow, but I need to circle back and argue with something. You said like Indigo said he's not that politically savvy. In terms of Stormreach, he might be the most politically tuned in guy. Like you
So-
live here, man.
Well, obviously,
However,
my
look
plans
at what
didn't
he
fucking
just
work
did.
out.
Well,
Not as savvy as I thought.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. He's a little insecure at the moment. I get it.
I mean, so you've been here for, I mean, not that long is relative, but not more than a decade on your end, right? Am I right
Yeah.
in thinking that? Like-
Probably like 8 years.
Yeah, a couple of years. Yeah, like you did grow up elsewhere. You're still you know the city well enough to do your job. Like, and you probably found some fun spots to visit, but beyond that, yeah. Takes a while to really know any city, especially one that's as ridiculous as Stormreach can be.
Yeah, that's fair. And I think that we aren't like we're gonna stake it out for a while. I would imagine before we really like dive into it. I don't want to be too gung ho.
Okay.
No, we should probably go do like some reconnaissance now. Figure out
Yeah.
where the temple is, what the
That's
layout of the land
never
is.
a bad idea. Is like
Yeah,
looking before
just-
leaping is
hey.
always a good idea.
And I got just a guy.
Pick gets
Yeah, he
knows
excited
a
and is
guy.
like, and I go
Yeah.
look.
And I know, no, he looks. I hold out the statue I'm waiting to pop.
Oh,
Mm.
your owl.
Yeah, who's good at recon than a massive owl?
It's an enormous stone owl.
Yeah, it'll
Fly
still,
high, fly in the sky in the middle of the dark. Who's going to be able to discern that?
Tally
don't-
ho, young chaps.
I don't know if you spent much time in Sharn, Baltazar, but they're not quiet people.
Yeah.
The statue
No, I don't.
would be a blessing
an
if it
owl.
was silent.
Yeah.
Oh, let's find out because I want to use it.
Okay. Okay.
And
So-
I will. I don't know if there's a magic word. If you, I guess you told me. What
Are we
is
on the
it?
deck?
I think.
That's a good question.
Hopefully, we're on the deck.
I mean, there's enough space for it in the
Yeah,
hold, so-
realistically it could fly out, but yeah, let me look here. Let me look at the details. Okay, so some details here. Use an action to speak the command word, which will say
Tea time.
Sure, tea time. You throw the figure to a point on the ground within 60 feet of you. The figure becomes a living creature. Space where it's a pod, blah, 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 blah. Friendly to you and your companions, understands your language, obeys your spoken commands, and of course, since it's Eberron, it can talk and probably has opinions. If you issue no commands, creature defends itself, takes no other actions. It exists for a duration specific to each figure. Now this is relevant. Let's take a look. How long does it last?
No idea whatsoever.
That's what I'm looking up here. Huge becomes okay. Up to 8 hours. Okay, so yeah, it becomes giant owl for 8 hours, and then you can't use it again for until 2 days have passed. Let me put this up in party loot, just because I feel like it's gonna be a regular thing. There you go.
8
So,
hours. That's
8
huge.
hours. It is. Right
Actually,
now I
it's
think
large.
it's like 10. God damn it. It's about I think like 10 in the morning, roughly. So yeah, you might want to wait if you want to do it at after dark or whatever you do.
Well, I was gonna say I think we should stake it out during the day
Yeah, that
because
makes
it's less
sense.
conspicuous.
A lot of
Just
people there.
taking a tour.
I mean,
looking
are
at
there like I know that the big event is in like a week and then it lasts 2 weeks, but are there like what are they doing now? Like, is it just closed right now or?
No. It's open every day. Go in, buy tickets, see a show. That's
Yeah.
Let's buy some tickets.
Some of us could attend. I would recommend some of us not attend. like a few of us should buy tickets and the others should wait outside or something because
Oh, okay.
this is going to be triggering.
Yeah,
Oh.
Mercy suggests that she can stay with Jotazo outside, and if shit goes pear-shaped, then we can come in and be the QRF.
Yeah, you have two tanks kicking indoors. That's fair.
Sure. Yeah.
I think we should leave
Baltazar,
the owl
Leo, and I
looking.
can go in and be the fancy men.
Ooh.
yeah. The posh fight for amusement. Those. Yeah.
Exactly.
We're the Hunger Games rich
And
people.
then we can maybe talk to like the stable master and make inquiries about purchasing some stocks of our own.
You did that distressingly well.
All right. Okay, so I'm hearing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Indigo.
Oh well, I mean that sounds good. Probably gonna do my thing, but I think I want to take Pick with me. Can you pick
Yeah.
locks?
Yeah.
Good. It's not my strong suit.
The two sneakies.
We'll go check out the
Okay.
locks.
Gotcha.
Let me make sure I've got my her kit on her.
I mean, I would have allowed a retcon, but I would have burst out laughing if it's like, can you pick locks? Yes! Get to the locked door. Quickly! Don't have
Where's her-
lockpicks.
Yeah, her thieves tools. Okay, good. She's good.
You never said I should bring them. Yeah. That would have been great.
Are you good at this? Yeah. Did you bring it? No.
That is some extremely like autistic shit. Someone's like, "Hey, do we have any leftover pizza?" And you're like, "Yeah." And then that's the end of the conversation. You don't tell them where it is. Like it's not. You're like, "Why did you think it was in the fridge? You didn't ask if it was in the fridge."
God. But yeah, so I'm hearing Balthazar, Purser are going to be the fence. Oh, Balthazar, Purser, and probably Leo. I feel like that's a good fancy
Yeah.
lad trio.
Guys' night.
Yeah. Indigo.
The three
and
hyper nationalists walk into a bar.
the sneaky group to check out the sneak through like the janitors only stuff will be Indigo and Pick, and the wait outside for cavalry / I don't know, like jump people if they look too rich will be Mercy and Jotazo. I don't actually think you'll jump people. Please don't.
Where'd you
No
get
one's rich
that?
enough.
Where'd you get that, Sears? Get him!
Yeah.
There is a Sears in Eberron, and it's in Sharn.
Of course.
I know.
But
Mercy's probably been there.
yeah, but yeah, okay. So we've got a plan. Are you guys heading to the arena as a group, or are you gonna like split up beforehand? How you doing that?
I think it's best to split up first.
Okay, fair enough. So just kind of split up and like amble your way there. One moment. Just do this.
We won't spread.
Yay. Sorry.
No, you're good.
It's all good.
There it is. Had to check that. Okay. What's everybody's
My oldest
passive?
has. Oh.
You're looking for perception?
Yes, please.
Uh
That
Yeah, you're
will
good.
be
14.
Also 14.
Bad, honestly.
10. I don't have anything.
My
Waiting for the
passive
outliers.
has never been great, and the active got worse after I died.
That's fair. Yeah.
11.
Okay. No, I'm just checking because like the moment I don't check, there'll be some outlier. Yeah. I have a passive of 22. So. Yeah.
Baltazar, what's yours?
Just take a quick
Let me take a
message.
look.
There you go. You're around. Maybe you were away.
Yeah, I had to grab pizza real quick.
No, you're good.
Passive is 18.
Okay,
See,
so
there we go. That's why I checked.
our group has one good passive
There you go.
perception.
Well, and I want
Yeah,
to know what
wisdom.
Indigo's is. Indigo's
Mine's
might
pretty
be
decent. I'm
Okay.
16.
16. Okay, not bad.
Well, I meant like the
Um,
3 like phonies that are buying tickets.
Oh,
Gotcha.
yeah. Okay, let's see. I would say Indigo, it's you don't see anyone in specific, but you do notice like you swear out of the corner of your eye once or twice you think you spot like you get a little bit of deja vu because there's like a little old lazy lady like badgering someone about the price of like fish, and then like 5 minutes later you swear you see the same little lady like dozing on a bench or something. And that happens twice, but other than that, nothing really of note.
That's weird.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys make it without issue to the arena, which I will describe here. So it's located in Locksmith Square in the Silverwall district. All of you, as you get there at different points, look up to the Red Ring, a sizable arena built in the shape of a horseshoe, with a huge compound / stable for the combatants and monsters and whatnot in the back. The entire place is crowded every day until about 10 at night when they close, except for special events and festivals. The entry to the massive raised stands has ticket booths to pay, where you pay for entry, as well as a pretty sizable contingent of guards to make sure nobody's jumping in without paying. They're pretty serious about you get your ticket. They're not doing anything more than like a whack at the back of the head when you see like a kid try to sneak in, but for Stormreach that could be a lot worse. If you're going in, they want you to pay. Most of the guards look like they could fight in the arena themselves, and a few have the telltale iron collars that mark them out as the Bloodbound, the arena's designated gladiators. On either side of the arena's entrance, as you guys walk up to it, is a row of stone statues. A bronze plaque is set into the basis of each one that reads that they're all like it's basically the stats of each one. They are all champions from the Red Ring, giving their earned titles and short description of their greatest victories, things like that. And as far as ticket costs for the arena, 4 seats in the nosebleeds are 2 silver pieces. Medium seats, where you can still very much see everything, 2 gold pieces, and front row seats where you may want to bring a tarp type thing are 2 platinum pieces.
All right, get the plat out.
That's a whole day's entertainment.
All right, how much? 2 platinum per person?
Yes, if you're buying for the best possible seats.
Yep.
A platinum it is.
It's not like a mosh pit down there or anything. It's like
no. It's like it's closer to like opera boxes here and there. Like there's some even more exclusive seating, but by and large, the goal is just to be as close as possible.
okay.
And just to double check, Jotaso gave us a detailed description of his brother, right?
He's a big lizard guy. I think you'll know him when you see him.
I mean,
how about
it's
you
a
listen into
centric
the
gladiator arena. It's gonna be a lot
Maybe
of
a
big
name.
lizard guys.
Yeah, but so
Does
you
he have
guys,
a name? His brother?
that's fair. He does.
Brotozo.
Should I be taking that off of my sheet, or are we just someone paying for everything?
He's
If you haven't
big
taken off, otherwise we'll do it from the group funds.
I had a party.
I just subtracted 20 gold from me.
Okay.
And Jirotazo, I believe Jirotazo told us he's a big fan of Argonese, what it's called.
Yeah, he would also describe that his little brother is bigger in stature and height than he is, on account of the fact that Jotazo would throw in an offhand comment of like, the larger amongst us were always taken to either the fighting pits or the mines.
Yeah, his like the title they yell out when they're trying to hype the crowd up is Bloody Maw. That's Gotaza. But yeah. So that's the
I have
name.
if we get in, I have a quick question.
Okay.
Do we see any like janitorial staff, like people that are like cleaning the stands or something like that as they go, or like handing
Yeah,
out food, like stuff like that?
there are people going through and just selling like, hot dogs here type thing, like sausage on a bun. It's not
Yeah.
actually that, but there are people selling that in the stands. They're probably like it's not super regular, but there is always a break between matches. During that time, usually, two people will go through with a broom or something, sweep things up, try and try and like gently encourage people to go down and maybe place their bets on the next fight, that type of thing.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
they're
like wipe
yeah,
the
go ahead.
blood, get the teeth off the floor.
Well, they actually wait to clean the sands of the arena until after closing time. They don't
Oh, perfect. Okay, that's
try
why I
and
was
interrupt
asking.
it. Yeah. Like the seating gets cleaned throughout the day. The arena itself gets cleaned, sometime after about 10 at night.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so our trio of fancy lads gets in without issue after having paid their 2 platinum per person. And let's get a how are Indigo and Pick sneaking in? Is it just like not be seen, or you're gonna impersonate someone? Like how are you approaching it?
So first of all, I say pick, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any special talents? Can you disguise yourself?
She tilts her head and kind of looks at her
Can
little
you
moth
disguise
body,
yourself? I guess is a good question.
and she shakes her head.
Mm,
No, but I am pretty sneaky.
okay, that'll do.
And
Uh,
a lot of what I do is see the dead. I am a very good shot. I'm very fast. And I am good at picking lock.
I think we'll make a great team. All right. So, I think we should probably. Oh, one last question. Can you keep mental communication with everyone, even as we
Yeah.
move along?
As long as we are, she would describe something in a jungle term. I think that the size of the arena is okay. Well, maybe I'm sure it's huge, so maybe
arena's
not.
pretty big,
120
yeah.
feet.
Yeah, 120 feet, you're gonna be out of mental communication,
Okay.
probably.
Yeah, it's sometimes
still
out
pretty
of
good.
range, but pretty big range.
Okay. Well, I can do this thing where I can make the shadows hide our presence, or what I think is probably a better idea is you see that guy there? We're having this conversation mentally, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she can't speak.
Yeah. You see that guy there? The one with a collar around his neck.
Mhm.
Seems like there are plenty of those guys around here. I'm gonna make myself look like one, and try to be as quick and quiet as possible. We're gonna try to make our way to find the slave quarters and figure out what cell Jotazo's brother is in. We'll mark that from the outside, and I have kind of a plan. I think I've seen Purser do this thing where he can melt walls. Seems like the easiest thing to do. We'll melt it from the outside if possible.
Okay. I mean, well, that would probably be bad and cause lots of death. It was very disorganized last time, but I have led a slave rebellion of lizard people, but I don't know if all the gladiators would want to go, and they would probably be very violent to them, and this is a town.
Might be fun.
But we could let them out.
We could. Should we?
I don't know. I liked letting them out last time, but lots did die.
Bad people or good people?
All right.
I like letting them out because then they have a chance, and then, I mean, they might die in the ring anyway, but at least they could die on their way to freedom. I mean, it won't fix the problem, because Purser said they will just get more.
Well, maybe we should kill
And
the
they might
people
help.
in charge of it. Or maybe not.
I don't think we are allowed. I would like to, but I do not think we are allowed. And they said that we should save that kind of violence until we are going to leave. I do not
So-
like slavers. Put
Me
their little
either.
hands on our hips.
Well, let's just focus on getting Jojo's brother out tonight. So
Okay.
I'm going to look at one of these guys. What did you call them? Bloodbrand?
One sec here.
Bloodbound.
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 Yeah. Red ring. Bloodbound. Yep. Bloodbound.
All right. So I'm going to, I guess, it doesn't look like they have to pay. I don't mind paying 2 silver because I'm not really going to the stands anyway. But I'm going to, just to get past them, I'm going to pay the 2 silver and then 4 silver, 1 for me, and I think Pick. You don't keep money, do you?
No.
I got.
I have this many, and she like digs around in one of her many little hip pouches and holds up 5 copper. Mercy gave them to me.
That's how quaint. I. But yeah, we go up to the thing, and I'm going to just hand just 1 gold over because I don't have any silver, and they say keep the change.
Okay. Yeah.
Or-
They nod and like seem a little caught and give you 2 tickets for the nosebleeds.
And immediately I'm gonna just try to like find a secluded corner and just disguise self into looking like one of these Bloodbrand guys.
Okay.
Picca's gonna look around with her little peepers and see if she sees Too Rich somewhere in this arena.
Okay. Okay. You give me you know what you know you don't need to flutter. You don't see him, but you do hear him. He is not a subtle man.
Okay.
You do eventually spot the rather heavy-set looking fellow who Pick has identified as Too Rich because that was what was written on the side of his wagon. That was never his name, but that's what was written on his wagon.
I was using a rapper.
That's what I said.
She's
Like
gonna-
it's such a white rapper name. It's fucking perfect for this character. Like I have such a vivid
white
I have
rapper.
such a vivid image of what I think he looks like, and I know it's not accurate because it would be fucking wild for him to look like that. But like white jumpsuit, he's covered in like golden jewelry. He has like fuckboy sunglasses
He's
on.
balding, middle-aged with an enormous beer gut.
Yeah,
like-
no, I know, I get it. It's just Oh, it's a perfect name. Like, what are we gonna call the slaver? Everybody, Too Rich. Listen to his SoundCloud.
To be fair, as far as you know, he's just an enthusiast of the stadium. But yeah.
Okay.
How is it
Pick would look
spelled?
at Indigo and say, "Oh,
It's literally the number 2 dash
Yeah,
rich.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it more than I should.
Pick would look at Indigo and be like, that loud man that we hear, that she kind of like projects the sound of his voice a little bit, is Too Rich. Maybe we could ask him to give us a tour if I say that if you do not change into gestures at him and say that I told you that he was very fancy because he likes to show off. And I say, this is the person that I met was incredibly fancy. I bet he could get us to show us the backstage and might just get us back there because he likes to show his wealth and his power. He was very braggart. We could do it that way. We could try that way if you want.
Why not?
Or I could just ask.
Let's
And
do it.
I could say that I bought you.
Oh, you want me to be the slave?
Isn't that how he dressed with the iron collar? Or did he look
Oh,
like one of the
I thought these guys are like guards, right?
Yeah, they, fill guard role in addition to like when they're not in the arena. Yeah.
Oh,
But I think the collar means they're owned.
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
well, to be fair, it doesn't necessarily mean there are non-slave bloodbound, but not that many anymore
Okay.
because
Ma-
that,
making
hard
making
to
the
volunteer.
slaves also serve as your security seems like you could have some consequences for the establishment. It's a
does.
questionable choice.
Yeah, it's a move. Yeah.
Can they be owned by and they can be owned by outside people, right?
So
Or those
basic
ones are specifically owned by the arena.
So the arena is split up into stables. Think of it like teams.
Okay. Yeah.
To have a team, you basically just need to pay a fee. And then you're like, okay, you now have a license to have a team. You can recruit fighters, aka someone can volunteer to be a bloodbound in your service. You can buy a slave and forcibly enlist them, basically, or whatever. But each one of those teams competes. If the team racks in enough wins, aka enough cash, then you may be eligible to be on like the Blood Council or whatever.
Okay. So it would make more
yeah.
sense to say like, hey, I bought in with this guy and I would like she's trying to think of the lie she would tell to Too Rich. And I would like to see back where the stables are or whatever to look at the other stock to see which team I might want to push my new big fighty guy onto since I had such a good time with you.
Okay, right. So like
Would that be a
Indigo.
sensical lie?
Yeah, no, I mean that makes sense. Assuming Too Rich has access to that, he could do so. It's assuming Indigo is like takes on the appear using what is it? Disguise self. Using disguise self
yeah.
takes on the appearance of one of the, a bloodbound or whatever. Yeah, if that person has access to the stables, if he himself owns one or is friends with an owner, then you could definitely get it behind the, curtain scene, like look at the locker room type thing if you wanted to do so.
Let's do it.
Okay. Because Pick is little and weird enough that I feel like she could do the like I'm so impressed because this is my very rich and exotic friend that I just met and he showed me the sport and enthusiastically told me about it. So coming off as impulsive as I wanted to get into it too because you made me so excited about it and da da da
Okay. Yeah,
is going to be the
No,
approach.
that works.
Yeah. Like I
Okay.
don't have a stable yet, but I bet you do, or you know someone who does. Look, I bought a slave already. That type of thing. Okay.
The difference here is that she is not great at lying right now because she took it out of lying and asked the ghosts for sleight of hand.
I mean, like maybe you could get help from Indigo by virtue of him looking really broken and sad. so it just sells the slave
Or
vibe.
Good. Yeah. It's up to you how you want to play it.
Indigo, are you a very good liar? Pats his head. Oh, he's muted.
Is he?
Maybe.
I don't know.
He is
Sauce,
not.
you
Sorry,
with
I'm
us,
here.
bud?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sorry. I was muted.
No
As
worries.
she passed me, I say, please refrain from touching me physically. It's just an illusion.
Oh,
Yeah, that honestly, that probably is like your little hand goes through the illusion so much. Like,
oh,
no
you
one
just look
notices, but yeah.
soft.
Your hair looks
Okay.
soft. Yeah.
Well, I could say that I have you speak out loud for me because it comes off as less rude, and then maybe you could do the lying
Let's
to
do
those
that.
around. Okay. It's better if we don't have to sneak, I think, but we can always sneak if it doesn't work or if he can't.
Okay.
We'll do it.
So, with the initial like sneak in disguised plan as now kind of a plan B, you're gonna make a beeline towards this fellow who drives around in his rich, heavily decorated and like Haneth modified cart.
Well, he
Okay.
bragged that he knew owners and stuff, so
He did.
we can see if it's true. We don't know, but we can see.
Yeah. All right. So you're gonna head towards that, and just so that I have an idea, what are Mercy and Jotazo doing outside? Like, I know waiting is an answer, but is there anything in particular you want to do while wait? Like, walk around the entire arena to see exactly how big it is, or watch people come and go? Like, what do you want to do here?
Um. So, like, I think Jotsuzo would be like generally like trying to be as as far away from the arena as he can while still being like QRF.
Okay.
Uh, you
Makes sense.
know,
No, I get it. I just wanted to get a
you
mental
know,
picture of what you're doing.
it's definitely one of those things that you can tell he's like, even though he's very big on the whole like Kuavarans embrace science and all that sort of stuff. It's definitely something he's probably outwardly superstitious about because, well, personal experience indicated that all the lizard folk he knew that went into a place like that never came out.
Yeah. The especially the clan that yeah, it's a pretty high rate. Okay, fair enough. Mercy, what you see Jotazo's pretty reluctant to get too close. Is there anything you want to do yourself?
And that, Franciotoso, is a complete explanation of the cogs. Now, in the lower city of Sharn, we have several different areas. So she's just like kind of like info dumping, because
I was gonna
obviously
say I feel
Jotoso
like
is
I have
very.
I have a defamation suit right here, but yeah. But yeah, it's okay. Yeah. So you just like kind of keeping his mind distracted / giving him relevant information about his favorite place in the world, Kur Ovar. Okay.
Yep. In particular, Sharn. Just because that's her home city,
It's
and
like it's like going into, if you're actually from a part of Japan and you're just describing, I don't know, a section of Tokyo to a weeb, that'll probably distract him pretty well. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, but like not if you're French. Like it doesn't work if they're obsessed with your
Well, of course it
continent
doesn't
and then
work
you
if they're
talk.
French.
Yeah.
If they're interested in Japanese, that's silly. Um,
Yeah.
but okay. So that's what's going on outside. You guys are just kind of watching for, like, I don't know, fireworks going off or like lots of screaming, the usual signs of party at work.
Or like a message from anybody who has the message spell, or from
Sending.
Pick, or
Probably.
yeah.
As
Or,
long
yeah,
as they're
sending.
close, Pick will keep the line open. So I'll leave it up to Sam to when they run out of.
Yeah, you're gonna be out of contact with people fairly. Like it's a pretty big arena. Like you might get close enough occasionally to the three fancy lads, but definitely those waiting outside the arena are going to be out of radio contact pretty promptly.
She'd at least update them on what their current plan was, and then say, like, if this plan fails, this is our. Before we go out of range, she'd keep them in the loop.
Okay. All right, then we will just to Purser, Leo, and Balthazar. The three of you go up, and this first of all, like the seats you have are the only like really cushioned. There's an awning built over it for inclement weather. And oddly enough, like in addition to something like a much wider and nicer version of a the trays they have on like first class flights for where like you slide something up and you can put stuff on a tray in front of you in your seat. There's something
Yeah.
like that built into these seats, but it's kind of to the side. It's meant to like not block you if you go to get up. And there are a bunch of they're currently locked up, but there's a bunch of custom crossbows, like carefully resting in custom-made hooks in front of your seats, presumably for certain kinds of matches where you have the right to, um, you know, for an extra fee, you can get the right to grab one of those crossbows, unlock it, and they sell you ammo, and you fire down at whoever you don't like in the arena.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
That is
Yeah,
the-
those are
that is
big money makers, but they're pretty rare, because it's usually like a lot of deaths tend to happen.
Being fair, I would watch more sports if that was potentially an option.
Yeah, like that's true. I would be much more of a sports ball fan, but anyway. So yeah,
I mean,
that's
like you could watch WWE. It's not that
that's true.
weird.
Yeah, you could be the one frantically like waving the chair you brought, gift wrap.
Yeah.
But
Nah, I think it's a little bit
That
better if you
sounds
can,
really dumb.
I mean, as he's to say, if we allow that, the Bears team will be dead within a week.
I don't know what that is.
it's a team of bears. It's cool.
Ah.
Anyways,
They're actually in pretty good shape.
Well, shooting bears just makes them angrier. So
yeah. Especially these kinds of bears. But yeah, you guys are all set up, and you're like you got primo seats. It's not actually like seat number 42 or something. It's just the only more expensive thing is if you were in one of like the equivalent of an opera box where those are like reserved. But yeah,
we'd
these
need to be
are
like patrons.
yeah, those are like you don't buy those tickets at the front thing. You know someone and they permanent for a crazy fee they permanently reserve the seats. But yeah, you're set up. It looks like the first match that they're talking about, there's about at least an hour between matches. They want to give lots of time for the gambling to build up. Not, theoretically it's we want to give the gladiators time, but it's time to get the gambling going. The match that's going to be starting is Drenga Sandspur from the Storm's Fury stable against a dozen raptors.
What? Okay, I thought they were just 1v1ing each other. I didn't.
Oh no.
No,
This is
gladiator.
man.
Like it's all
bringing
kinds of
animals.
PvE and PvP action.
Yep.
Yeah.
yep,
Why stop at just PvP?
PvP
Yeah.
is actually more rare because it's one of those like it's
Someone's
very
gonna
performative.
lose their prize slave and they're gonna be pissed.
Well, and usually those matches aren't to the death. It's a lot. The crowd likes the PvE a lot more because they can indiscriminately slaughter whatever animals or summons are being used.
Besides, it's Stormreach. If you want to see PvP, just walk into your average bar.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also, if you beat the animals beforehand, it's less sad when someone kills them in front of you.
Yeah. Well,
Is it?
for
Yes.
so simultaneously for my sanity and also I hate to say this, probably just for economic sake, a lot of what's fought are summons. Like there are specialists that work for the stadium that summon certain types of things. Not all of them, but it's just cheaper than constantly trying to capture dangerous animals.
I'm just gonna believe you. Like that, you could just be saying that to spare us, and that isn't even like real. But I'm just gonna believe the word of God. Like I just choose.
Back
But
in
I mean, it's going to get more and more painful to find more of them as you extinct them.
yeah.
Yeah.
for an
I mean, it
interesting
makes sense
history
because if they have it
tidbit.
every day.
Hmm.
Oh, go ahead, Dan.
Sorry.
It
I
seems like
just
it
need
would
to
be kinda
share.
hard.
So there was a games back in Roman times in honor of like the Roman emperor of the time that I don't remember the name of.
hmm
And they had like elephants, and that was the big ticket item because they're rare enough that having one killed in a gladiator game is really incredible. But they didn't like break it beforehand, so it spent like half an hour bleeding out, crying, and begging people in the stands for help.
Oh
And
God.
to the point
Christ.
that it disgusted bloodthirsty Roman peasantry.
Yeah. You know what? It could have been worse. There's way worse things that happened in those stadiums. But anyways,
You hear
oh,
Balthazar screaming, "Yeah, club up those seals!"
Jesus Christ.
you're
No,
having too
no.
much influence from your headcanon, your I guess head
Yeah.
roommate.
Well, yeah.
But
Sorry. I think
anyways,
he slipped out for a split second.
yeah. So you
Honestly, I
guys,
think I prefer Lord Tons of Fun at this point. Like, let's make him a mainstay.
he's interesting, but
You really don't want him to become main.
he would like the other kind of show they do that they did in the Roman stadiums. But um, yeah, so you guys are watching this match. Like I said, they're still in the hype up phase, but they're it's he was one of the dangerous dark elves of the jungle. Now he's one of our beloved. Um, he's a full. He's soon to become a Crimson Champion after next week's impending rounds versus a dozen raptors. And you hear like around you a lot of the hullabaloo. There's most of these are this is their main pastime. These are people wealthy enough to regularly attend by and large. And there's a lot of like, oh, Sandspur is good against a single, but a dozen, yeah, he tends to fold when there's a lot of different opponents, that type of thing. Um, but yeah, right now that's what you're watching.
What do they mean tends to fold? If he ever fails, doesn't he just die? They're raptors.
Oh, no. Like there's people ready to intervene. Like it's
Okay.
especially like maybe new meat or whatever, like somebody who isn't established, but if it's someone owned by one of the major stables or any of the stables and it's not designated as like a lethal match, they're not necessarily killed. Like
Okay.
that they would run out of gladiators
Yeah,
awful
yeah.
fast.
Remember, these guys are treating these people like high priced cattle.
It's
They're
Yeah,
not going to
just
let
like
their cattle get slaughtered.
WWE. It's
yeah.
more the spectacle than anything else. In a
Yeah.
lot of cases, it's
Yeah.
choreographed even.
Yep. Okay, so that's what's going on there. Is there anything you guys want to do, like once you seat yourselves, you want to get involved talking to people, or do you wanna like run and make a bet or something? What do you want to do?
I think for this first one, we'll just like get to know our seat neighbors and maybe have a drink and
Okay.
just have a good time. Guys' night.
Okay. Yeah. Seat.
Boys' night.
They do offer so drinks aren't free, but you do get a free drink every time you go and make a bet if you have one of these tickets. So they that is a good way to get free drinks, which a lot of the guys are indulging in. Well, guys and gals. But anyways, so yeah, you guys are just enjoying the impending show, and we'll go over to Indigo and Pick as you guys head up to the mystery man known to Pick as Too Rich. Um, he's currently chatting with a half-elven woman who is kind of half listening, but really doesn't seem to be paying too much attention to him. She's looking more intently in a little hand mirror as he is somewhat unsuccessfully attempting to draw her attention to his sizable golden necklace.
Ah. Pick is very quick to compliment the necklace.
Oh,
I think I
is
found
it?
I think I found a footage of Too Rich.
A little bit. Um, he
She
kind of like.
is.
Oh, sorry. Good.
Oh, go ahead. It's
He
more of
like.
the approach of like, oh my gosh, this too rich. It is good to see you, friend. What a absolutely eye-catching piece of jewelry you are wearing today.
Okay. Is this in his head or is this through your
Mhm.
through Indigo? Okay.
This is in his
He
head, but
he
she's
like
gonna ride
half
on Indigo's shoulder.
jumps.
Like,
Okay. Yeah. The usual shoulder ride.
yep.
Okay.
But
He
she's gonna
he
have to
half
hover a little, I guess, probably.
he half jumps and kind of like looks around and.
Oh, I say, oh, I'm sorry, my lord. My master usually beckons me to speak for her so she does not startle anyone else with her inability to speak verbally out loud. This is my master. She was very interested in your chain and she would like to compliment you on such.
Yes, I heard that. Uh, oh, and like as he's like kind of rubbing the bald spot on his head, uh, there there's a squeal from behind him as the half-elven woman like sees Pick and immediately rushes over and starts like, you know, oh, he's look at it, it's adorable. I want
Uh,
one.
I
And
I step in front of the lady and like in a very imposing way, but I can't touch her. But I'm trying to be imposing. I
yeah.
say, uh, "Please resist your urges to touch my master, or I may be forced to remove you physically."
And she just like kind of stomps one heel and looks back at the guy and you know,
Respectfully.
Pick will
I
gently
want
like
one.
eh,
Why don't I have one? As she's just like gesturing wildly at you. No, no,
lightly speaks to Too Rich just specifically in his head and says, I will let her touch me and coddle me as she wishes. But I was telling a couple friends after I got so interested in the game or the sport, because you told me about it, that I would like to go see the stables. Would you be willing to trade me a stable tour to allow your lady friend here to kind of like looks at her, accost me, I suppose? Good trade?
yeah, it's
You can
this
look
is
like
a
it's your
lot for
idea.
him to take in. Like there's a processing moment as he's uh oh yeah
Just
okay
tell her that you can get I don't know how to do it because I'm sleepy, but effectively make it she might loop Indigo in and be like, how would I tell him that make it look like his idea so he can impress the lady and get us in his graces that she is allowed to touch me?
I say, I got it. My master wishes to quest a hug from your young lady as she actually fancies her as well. Um, but we actually came on business as well. My master actually wishes to involve me in some of the games and maybe get me into a team as I am her only slave at the moment. And he wants to see what other teams are available that she could put me on, I suppose. Do you think that while she is entertaining your lady friend, that you could show us the other teams?
uh, yeah, that sure bud. Um, as he leans, listen, baby, that's a friend of mine. I can probably get you one, but it's they want to see the stables again, and she like starts kind of pouting a little bit. No, it's listen, you go get the seats, and you know just get whatever you want, and we'll be right down, and we'll be right back up, and then you can, I'll see if she knows anybody who, could, who maybe we could get you one, okay? And she like, still very much looking like, she's torn between yelling and just scoffing, and settles for impertinently throwing her hair back and like going and getting like a large wine or something and going back up the stairs.
Box wine.
Yeah, I can't. I'm incapable and unwilling to do it to myself, but she sounds vaguely like Fran Drescher.
Oh
But
God.
yeah, so
Okay.
these
Uh,
are
uh,
wealthy people, perhaps not the classiest. But yeah, that flood of info plus the promise of getting him on the good with his lady has convinced him that yeah, so I mean, I do know Sin Spear. I mean, I know her. Like we met. She's all right. Um, Grid Eye. She's um, I can introduce you. Um, just don't get too close to Steel Maw when we go down there. All right? That was um
Of course, I knew you were a man of great connections and means, and I will help your lady believe this too, and
yeah.
understand it.
Yeah,
Master
sure.
says you are a man of great connections and means, and that she's sure that what's the thing you just that you will be able to uh woo her with uh let's go.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, yeah, he starts yeah. I wouldn't call it wooing. I mean, yeah, yeah. Um, and then he leads you down like through basically into a like management only type thing, doors like that. Um, and yeah, you guys, uh, it's a pretty serious walk because you have to go around part of the arena to the. It's a combination of barracks slash holding cells. Like it is very heavily reinforced. You go through a couple security things, um, and actually, Indigo, like you do go through one point, Indigo, where even though you're not too close to the wall itself, there is a terrifying moment where your spell starts to slip. Like you haven't dropped it. There's no concentration issue or anything. It's just for a moment you go by a wall that seems to just like shut down whatever it is you're doing with magic. Um, you're able to hold on to it because you notice it before you get too close. But yeah, it seems like they may be pretty serious about reinforcing this shit. Um,
I'm gonna tell Pick in her head. There's words against illusions in here.
Uh-oh.
This may go bad.
Should we wait outside?
No, let's keep going. I'll just be careful.
Okay.
Look out.
We can knock him out. He is very annoying.
Yeah,
Knocked out.
he's a
If
bit
it
of a
slips.
pig. Like I'm not willing to do the dialogue, but he would be doing like not too graphic, but definitely like, various comments about how much he is looking forward to finally convincing this woman to sleeping with him. Like that's not gonna go into details, but yeah, this is a pig.
Gotcha.
So we are talking to Carl.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh
But
baby, come on.
Yeah, I kept thinking that the girl was like a sort of like half his age, like bleach
She is.
blonde, like
I mean,
Barbie figure.
yeah.
Like if you
Uh,
watch the Superman movie, Lex Luthor has one where she's just like completely ditzy and on her phone all the time, and she's there because he thinks she's hot. That's the typical like rich guy move.
Add that and then like a smear of Jersey Seagull, and you've got exactly who this
A
woman is.
smear of Jersey Seagull.
Yeah.
So we gotta trash his palanquin, so he says, "Who did this to my freaking car?"
Who did this to my freaking car?
I mean, if
Joseph
he's
says, Indigo, feel free to speak however you like and say that I said it. You do not have to wait for me to speak. You are very clever. That is not where I am strong.
Noted. Is there so the thing that almost broke my illusion on the wall? Was there like some sort of glyph that I can see?
It ended when you got by the wall, but it seemed like the wall itself. And on it, give me either perception or arcana check as you go by it and kind of give it the fisheye, probably.
Definitely gonna be a perception. 19.
Okay. Yeah, you do notice that your sword quiets down a little bit too as you're going by it. Like this seems to be like you can usually feel a faint current of things you're attuned to, is my headcanon. Like you can tell when an attuned item is pulled away from you because it stops being attuned. That gets muffled a little bit. So it might just be there's some kind of anti-magic effect woven into one of the wall layers. As opposed to like anti-illusion, it's just anti-magic. So
Yeah. I'd still pick. I think it's some sort of anti-magic area woven into the walls. Not exactly
Okay.
sure where the glyph is or how it works, but I also want to like while we're doing this, I want to keep like in my head like a pace count of like so it's made as a circle, right? Like the arena,
yeah,
like
it's a horseshoe. So like think at the head of the horseshoe is where they have the like most of it is stands, and then the head of the horseshoe is where they have this like holding area.
okay, cool. Yeah, I'm
Would
just
it be
trying to get an idea of like how far. Oh, there it is. I see. Yeah, of how far like we are traveling around to kind of get a rough estimate of outside.
Okay. Yeah, I get you. It's pretty sizable. Definitely. I'm reluctant to give you a good number, but it's pretty sizable. Like definitely well outside of Pick's psychic range if you had been in range of some friends before there. So
Okay, so past 20 for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Okay.
But
um
eventually you. So sorry. Go ahead.
would it be if she's taking a good look as they go through, would it be investigation that she's going to try to like keep an eye out for details so she would be able to regale them later to the people? Like it's not a
Yeah,
quick notice. She's
it
actually
could
like,
be investigation, a general int check. I would say
okay.
probably just general int check if it's to like try and memorize stuff.
Okay, it's more to like notice weird little details that she may not understand because she doesn't have arcane or arcana, but she's just gonna be looking at like how is this set up? What can I describe to them like that the doors were made of this, that the hinges were made of this, like
Yeah.
things that wouldn't necessarily matter to her, but in this like
You know
information
what?
she would be able to regurgitate to the
We'll
party
say
later.
history to give it a boost. We'll say history just as you're like making mental notes.
Oh, I don't have history.
Oh boy.
Well,
Send
She
it.
traded it
Roll
out. Because it's not the history of the place. It's because I was just looking up how investigation after all my years of playing D&D. I looked up investigation versus perception, and it said that if it's a quick thing, if you're noticing, then you're perceiving. If you're investigating something, like if you're spending time on it, like you're looking at analyzing a topic or circumstance or location,
if you want to
then that
reroll, I would allow investigation if you want to try
okay. Because
investigation.
I was like, in all my years of D&D, I was like perception or investigation.
Perception I always do is it's more of a passive. You don't know what you're
Yeah,
looking for. Investigation is you're actively taking note of things.
yeah, and
Okay.
she's actively taking note as she walks through it. It's not great, but
Yeah. Doors are largely metal, reinforced. There's
okay.
usually like non-bloodbound guards at the doors, things like that. But yeah, after going through a couple layers of security, so to speak, and taking some steps down, you do get into a pretty wide stone area with lots of like cells and other things set up. These don't seem to be so much barracks as just wide open. Like this is probably where they're keeping larger creatures or what have you. Um,
Okay.
and the fellow, whose name, by the way, is Barl Brutan is
Lovely.
in his ramblings. He mentions he's a retired Grealish soldier, moved to Stormreach because his money goes further here than in Sharn, that type of thing.
During the war, his foot got ran over in a Wawa's parking lot.
But yeah, he eventually does take you, and he like, first of all, so I know it's not a major stable, it's Sin Spear, it's minor stable, but as long as they got Steel Maw, you know, I think he could. I mean, he's not gonna be a full-on champion. He doesn't have the mind for it, obviously, but as long as they got Steel Maw, their Sin Spear is never gonna go out, and I told
Um,
Grid Eye that before.
my master wants to know who is Steelmaw.
Oh, I should,
She's unfamiliar with
hopefully you
this.
don't fight him there. Good luck with that. He's an ogre, that they put it like this big metal mask on or something. I don't know. He never talks or says nothing. He just they unchain him and he goes in and hacks up everything in front of him. Usually it's summons and stuff, but sometimes, the the last open arena, they had him cleared out half the newbies one day. Great time. Um, but
What about my master also wants to know who do you think would win, Steel Maw or Blood Maw?
Gilmore. Oh, Blood Maw. Yeah, yeah. Blood Maw's all right. Okay. Uh, uh, Wyvern's Tail fighters. I'm glad she. Uh, Vorel doesn't give a damn about him. Never gives them the support they need. Steel Maw. I mean, I don't know what help you're giving Ogre really, but I feel like Steel Maw. They care if Steel Maw dies. He's a big ticket. Uh, I don't know what it is with Wyvern's Tail. She kills half her fighters. I swear. I'm impressed. Blood Maw's gotten this long. I think Steel Maw would have it. He's an ogre. I mean,
Is Blood Maw supposed to fight again today, or is he done for the day?
one sec. He pulls out a little schedule. Like he's like very crumpled from his back pocket. Um. No Blood Maw today.
My master's interested in maybe putting me in the no. Apparently, I don't know what I've done to offend my mistress, but she's interested maybe in aligning me with the Weaver's Tail. Is it possible that we could?
Well, good luck, lad. He's just
See
shaking
that
his head.
stable?
Uh,
But yeah,
yeah,
Pick just does a little snort and like looks at him and then looks at Barl and then looks at the fighter and just kind of like does a little eye roll, like.
yeah. He's Barl for his part is just happy to keep rambling. Largely at this point, he's gone into stats. He's gone into like
We've
sack
hit
He's
prevention
just like
index.
focus
Yeah.
mode,
just like sports nerding out right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Oh,
got all the
absolutely.
data.
That was
which is
and
good.
um like that right now he's going on about how like all of the fights when it was raining when Blood Maw was in him, he's got like a bludgeon prevented index goes up by like 5% according to
Oh
some
God,
guy. Like
he's this level of nerd.
specifically about this. He doesn't look particularly literate in other things, but yeah. Um.
I mean, hey, that's the
Anyways,
tism, man. You pick one thing. That's all you need.
yeah, it could be. But he eventually leads you to a rather we'll definitely say rough looking human woman. Or at least you're fairly certain. She looks like she fell through like half a room of barbed wire, like just scarred to hell.
Yep.
Who is introduced as the owner of the Sin Spear stable. And I will put the name up here. she like she's barely listening / tolerating to Barl. It's kind of like, you again is the general vibe. But let's see here. There we go. And she just, well, listen. As I said before, he can't write. Even if he could, he's not giving out. He's not signing any body parts. You drag down here, Barl. What is this about? And she
That's what.
Pick kind of flutters before both of them and does a little bow in the air and then flutters back and motions to Indigo.
What is that? One sec. She just like looks. This is a complete non sequitur. She just looks like back and forth as Barl is. Oh well, this is a friend of mine, and I told him I could show him. Back in the arena and things like that. And she's half listening as she's supervising a like very nervous looking teenager as he picks up like a huge plate of looks like just intestines on the end of like one of those church collection plates, and like is
Oh God.
carefully pushing it through into a darkened cage in front of you guys.
Oh God. What's in there?
And like a moment later, he has to let go of it because a very large hand just grabs it and just rips it out of his hands, and you see a pretty what's likely an ogre or maybe a runty hill giant, hard to tell, kind of like loom out of the darkness as they try and shove the food through the what's the the grating basically in front of the helmet that seems to have been like
Oh
quite
God.
welded but very much attached to his head pretty firmly. And yeah. There it is, Steel Maw. Yeah. Um,
She lightly claps with her little hands, like she's very suitably impressed, and looks to the lady and like inclines her head. She says to Indigo alone,
Mhm.
if you want to talk to him, we could talk to him too if we do plan on letting things out later.
You should ask him if he wants to be freed.
so you're
I'm
gonna
sure.
reach out mentally and
Mhm.
say words? Okay. Um, you get the feeling like it kind of goes through, but it has the same feeling as when you try and communicate with like um some of the less intelligent like dinosaurs and stuff.
Ah.
It's of the home
Ah.
island. Like the message is going through, but you're not sure. There doesn't seem to be anyone to pick up on the
Nobody
other
home.
end. Yeah, yeah.
She would tell Indigo, I think he is somewhat like a dinosaur in his mind. It is,
Bestial.
yes.
I think that could be very interesting. But we need to find Bloodmaw. This man is leading us in the wrong direction.
Like you are through
We do.
security, but this seems to be the area where they're holding like at least large-sized creatures and such.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
My master wishes to walk further down and inspect the rest of the gladiators, if that is suitable.
I am new to the sport, and I want to understand what the workings are before I begin investing, because it's interesting, but I wish to understand all of it.
My master says that she has come into a large amount of money and may be interested in investing in the near future.
Okay, yeah. The woman just gives Barl like another disgusted look and is like, "All right, bring them through here and then get them out. I don't know or care what you want to do with them, but just get them out of here. Unless they are actually stable owners, they shouldn't be here. But sure, give them the tour, I suppose, Barl." Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he
It may not have been the way we intended, but through annoyance, all things are possible.
Well, she seems fairly disgusted with it, but that just probably is just residual from having to deal with Barl. So, uh, yeah, that's he's allowed to show you around some places. Probably not as far as you would like, but he can, at least show you what floor each thing is on, that type of thing. And yeah, he goes around and shows you like what's the name? Old Valkar, the one of the oldest surviving, monsters. It's a manticore with one eye who eyes all of you up particularly viciously.
Oh man,
And
it's treacherous down here.
This is a dumb question, but
Yeah.
are manticore, because of the owls, I have to ask, are the manticore like sentient or are they like animals?
I mean, manticore are sentient in like normally, like
Okay,
they're just monstrous. Like they
gotcha.
can talk to you, but it's way more fun
So
to
that's a
punch them.
person. The one-eyed manticore is a person.
Yeah, like
It's a
It's a
monster.
fuzzy line.
With
it's
cognition.
And my thoughts on monster personhood, and I say it's a fuzzy line.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's certainly telling.
Yeah, this is a person in the same way that like Hannibal Lecter is like, or that's not accurate. I
I
don't
feel
know
like
a
that's
good one.
actually pretty close. No,
Hannibal
it's
Yeah.
Lecter is like very intelligent from what I remember.
Yeah, I was
He's
gonna
just
say that's a
evil.
bad like
Yeah.
this guy is fully capable of understanding people by and large. It's just he prefers to like kill and eat them because it's funnier. But
Well, eat
yeah.
and kill.
At least we're getting an
and
idea
stab.
of what's down here.
Yeah.
To like, if we did want to let it out, like, it's good we know what the
Yeah.
extent of these
You're
things are,
free
because
as the manticore just shreds you.
yeah, like we're getting an idea of the scale of choices that would be
You let it out and
available.
immediately it's like, oh, this is great. Where are all the women and children?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
immediately the
Wait,
worst
what?
shit.
Yeah.
I love children
thrice
so
about
much.
bring everything down here because that seems like it could be a disaster.
Well,
Yeah.
let's not ask
Yeah, we
questions
can't
we
just
don't want
like
the
we
Learning.
response
can't
to.
like we can't just
Yeah.
punch the open all the cells button. Like that's not on. Like we have to be kind of careful about what we're doing here.
Well,
Cursor has
considering
opened.
Not
that
that
was
that
on
would
the
have been not that that would have been a good idea anyway. That kind of burns a lot of bridges for us. But
Well, the
What were
thing
you
is,
saying?
we're not
Oh,
going to
sorry.
get caught.
That's true. And Yell, I'm trying to like get everybody. Sorry.
You're okay. No, I was just saying it's just important that we learn that, because one of the things that was on the menu was opening all the cells and doing that, and now we're learning that that's a very poor decision.
Yeah, that's fair. I hadn't thought of that. Okay, yeah, and there is a chance you don't get caught. I agree with that. But I mean, there's a lot of other things they show you down here. One of which is like the summoning circles they have, which, like I said, that's their bread and butter, is summoning various things for like mid to low level fights. But eventually, Barl does take you up to the next floor up, which is a lot more like a barracks. There's a bit more security, we'll say. Where gladiators have some very limited space to their own. Not that most of them own much, but this is where they are set up. There's lots of training areas set up. Yeah, it's just like I said, I think barracks is my go-to, but there are some
Are they labeled
instructors. I mean,
like
yeah.
by house or whatever?
Yeah, by like each stable has their own
Yeah.
thing. There's trainers going between the stables. A person who specializes in like grappling or in melee stuff, or there's actually, as Purser mentioned, there are some House Fjarlin people hired to like literally teach them basics of acting so that it comes across better when they're doing like their big dramatic, I'm gonna kill you type, like they are getting lessons on how to project and shit like that.
If
But
only they put as much effort in learning how to be stealthy. I think, as I see them.
listen, not everyone has that bonus, all right? They had a group roll, one of them really fucked up. He was busy. But yeah, it is quite a show. Like I said, I don't know if I'm just gonna roll the dice. Maybe you'll see. Maybe you'll see your boy here. Say,
Oh, jeez, look at that. That thing is crazy.
He's a mean-looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely the fuck not. You want to open the door to that? No. No.
Nope, 0%
You
chance. 0%
Especially,
think you can take that? No.
especially if it's like eyeing you up and very clearly calculating what equipment you have. Like it's thinking. It's not
Yeah, it
just
looks
like
it looks like it's gonna point at me and say tonight, you.
Yeah.
Like I don't want any part of that shit.
yeah.
Is figure out how to eat you and kill you in that exact order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That thing
It's
is
gonna
bad
kill you and
news bears.
it's gonna suck the whole time.
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you do actually catch a glimpse at Jotazo's we'll say little he's canonically little, even if that is not a little person there. He is like well over 7 feet tall. This is a big boy. But yeah,
What floor are we on? So like relative
second
to
floor. So like
we're on the
which is ground level. Like they do
Ah,
basically
okay.
they keep the really big monstrosities or just combatants in like a basement level. And you did notice a couple points where you're not sure if it floods it or what happens, but there probably is a way to like basically fill that area at least somewhat to hinder the things there getting out. Like
Yeah.
it's
If
for
things got
everyone's sake. Yeah,
yeah,
they're pretty
what
leery about letting them out.
yeah. I couldn't imagine why. Um windows any is there a view to the external to the arena here? Any sort of or is it completely closed in?
There are no windows even with bars over them out. Like it's there the closest you get is there like in little training areas there is a like natural light in through some like triple thick windows, but that's the only spot where any sunlight gets in here. Everything else is ever bright lanterns.
Hmm. Is there was there any path to get here? Like, does it look like there's another way to get here other than like the hallway of horrors? Like, can we not take the hallway of horrors to get? Is there another?
Like as you watch the trainers, they exit that way. So if there is another way, it's not something that like that people who work here regularly know about.
Well, I mean, this floor. You said this floor is ground level, so like if nothing else, you can get through a wall, like you said. That's just going to draw a lot of attention immediately.
Yeah.
But like if we sneak in through the normal way and then we need to get out quickly, then that is an option. It's not like we're gonna have to fall.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right.
At least we're getting a good layout.
How many
Yeah.
floors are there, by the way? Like how many stories is this?
It goes so that area goes up 4 stories. So it's
Okay.
like basement, including basement level. So there's a basement level where big monsters are held. Ground level where the gladiators, and it gets narrower as you go up. So you go next level up is presumably like stable masters and things like that. And then the top level is who knows? Maybe that's where the blood council or whatever meets.
I want to tell Pick. I think that's him. You should inform him to be ready tonight for a breakout. That his brother is making efforts to get him out of here, and that will be what time? Game's
They
in at
close
10,
late.
1 a.m. Be ready at 1.
Okay. She gently taps his mind. Hello again, friend from home. It is Pick.
He jumps a little bit, but not as like aggressively as when you first communicated. Gotaza seems, quick enough on the uptake to like not have an
Act
obvious
normal.
tell. Yeah.
We have found your brother. Be ready tonight at 1 a.m., and we are going to try to break you out. Do you know another way in here than through the cages of horrors?
He kind of like his face scrunches up a little bit as he like picks up a blade and like casually starts honing it, and you hear um no, not that I know of. They through the arena itself. There's through the direct gates.
Do you think if we were to let the others out, they would go, or do you think many would stay? It's okay if you don't know.
He thinks about that. Not many would. Not many would go right away. Some newer would, but is very dangerous to escape. Here, there is a chance. Out there, no chance. Are you coming in to break me out?
Yes.
Are you sure? Did Jotozo say that was wise?
We do
Here's a
not know
thinker.
this land very well. We do not know this land very well, but we cannot leave without you. We would not let you stay here.
I don't want you to, but could you? When I
She loops in to go in.
yeah,
So he's hearing all the sides.
I am now Crimson Champion. With recent fight. If I win grand match in upcoming, I may have enough to I may be able to claim freedom as a boon. That was the hope.
He's coping out of his mind. He is
Sounds
he
like
is
it.
ruined.
I say to him, "You are expendable." And the moment that you falter in the arena, not only will your master turn on you, but so will the crowd. And then what? Come with us. We are going to Mishann, where you will be free and safe, away from this.
I can't remember what Mishann was called originally, because he would know it by a different name.
He wouldn't know it at all. Like he was
Oh,
originally
okay.
from
He was
the other
from
island,
Southern.
so yeah.
Yeah.
Like you guys, especially funny enough, like the Big Island is you got people from the Big Island kind of tend to view the other islands as like, well, that's quaint. It's like somebody from New York City like looking at someone from I don't know
Staten Island.
that
Rural
no
Iowa.
not even then like fucking
Minneapolis.
somewhere out in the boonies, like somewhere upstate. Like, oh yeah, you're from
Syracuse.
Fucking, I get that all the time.
yeah, exactly. Oh,
Pittsburgh.
that's kind of rural, isn't it? Well, it's nice.
What kind of defenses could we expect tonight if we were to break in?
Well, there's powerful monsters that come out of the air, I believe. Things made of fire and lightning and storm. Also, my stable master is dangerous. She does many things, and she will she will cut her finger and say something, and then the blood will form into monsters, terrible monsters.
Summoner. Well,
Pick
we'll be
is
ready.
remembering all this to tell Purser.
Is there a shift change? A point where the guard changes? Any vulnerabilities?
He does have a pretty good idea of what the guards like of the pattern of it because like I won't say half of them, but a decent portion of the guard, especially for newer like for neutral areas, they do assign to like trustworthy bloodbound. So it's like if you weren't brought here under slavery conditions, if you volunteer to be a bloodbound, like yeah, you can absolutely pick up some extra money or whatever for like taking a guard shift. So he knows a little bit from talking with them. There's only one like volunteer bloodbound in his stable, but he knows like he can get a little bit of that info. He doesn't have it memorized, but he can have it by tonight if you're close enough for him to relay it.
Okay. We can try.
Okay.
Oh, like okay, so this is not as stable. I was like, I guess I want to ask, where do you sleep?
He's sitting on the edge of his cot. This is stable is the reference to think of it like a
The
team.
owners.
That's how it's like the
But
they
Blizzard
live here.
Shield stable. This is the living area
Yep.
for stable.
Barracks.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
For Wyvern's Tail, that's the name of his stable.
Wyvern's Tail. I'm gonna look at the ceiling. He said that there's things that come out of the ceiling. Do I see any like runes that we should be aware of in this ceiling or anything?
Well, nothing immediately
Paint?
visible. It's just looks like fairly solid stone or concrete construction. That type of thing.
All right.
You know what? We'll say because you've probably been keeping an eye as you've gone. You've gone by a couple points that do look like, the stone's warped in kind of an unnatural fashion, usually at choke points. So maybe walls can come down there or what have you. But
Okay.
stuff like that.
Okay. So I can definitely see that we're gonna need purser tonight. Absolutely.
You could, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's all I had.
Okay.
Say we should say to pick.
We can make a show of checking it out a little bit more before we go and say, is there anything you want me to tell your brother?
He will say, ask Jotazo, what is safest way to not so that he and you all do not end up harmed. He will know.
Okay,
Jotazo
I
is
will.
always very good at thinking.
We will ask. But
And
be ready tonight. We will do our best.
Yes, I will be ready. If you do not show up, I will assume Jotazo knew it was too dangerous, and I will wait to speak with you another time. But I will be ready.
Okay. And then for the sake of brevity, I don't know about you, Indigo, do we want to just kind of continue to go through the basics of it and then act interested, hand wave it?
Make it look good,
Yeah.
probably feel some of the muscles, look at some of the swords, play it up, make it look.
Yeah, Barl at this point is getting a little antsy to get back to his lady because he's she probably will start talking to other people if he's not there with good reason, so he wants to get back. And you guys go back to the stands. Like I said, you're in the nosebleeds, but if you look down real close, you can probably. Well, no, they have an awning over them. You literally can't even see first class. But yeah, you can see the fight. It has started, and as predicted, the current champion, who is a drow, is struggling against a dozen pretty sizable um, dinosaurs, about man-sized dinosaurs that are darting around. He's very good with his twin swords, but or twin short swords, but it's just this many. It's hard to focus. But yeah, and is there anything that the fancy lads want to have done in that period while that intel was gathering? Like specific information about fighters or about how stadium hours of operation, that type of thing?
I think just general schmoozing, as far
Okay.
as I'm concerned.
You know what? In that case, all three of you give me a persuasion check, and we'll just see if you get any additional info out of it.
Yeah.
There's nothing to lose here. It's just if you can successfully schmooze here.
As you see, Joring, they need to cover their arms better.
So I told Mary that if the butler's trying to go away, you break his legs. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
No,
I have a quick question.
No, Joring, they can't work then.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes, Metro.
So Onder is big on like dueling and public combat sports and stuff, but I'm assuming like slavery was abolished in Corvair, so how much like
Yeah.
they're not as big on like slaving for it, I assume?
It's
Like it's more like they're just down to do
no,
it.
no. It's just like you have a bunch of young affluent people trained to fight and in magic who will
Yeah.
like with a lot like having been told most of their lives they're better than everyone around them, engaging with other people who have the same mindset, so naturally
Yeah.
tempers flare. That's where the Ondaran like dueling craze came from. Is it's a great way for nobles to dunk on each other.
Gotcha.
Without killing each other.
Yeah, like the fact that he kept fucking doing lethal duels is why the queen's one son had to like go away for a while. Because
Yeah.
like it would be oh no, we're just doing this to first blood. Yeah, sure. And then he just would kill the shit out of the person he was fighting. Uh, but
Yeah.
Sounds
King
like real
Joffrey
work.
with his dad's talent.
yeah, basically. But anyways, so with a 16 collectively, or average, you guys get information about like we'll say you get an inside track that um, old Valkar, who is fighting today. It's not in a, I think Reign of Death is what they call them. It's not in a fight where they like let you unlock the crossbows and fire at people. Um, he's in a fight today, but it's not that kind of fight, so they like his odds. He's apparently been jittery since that fight because that's when he lost his eye. So, like whenever it's one of those fights, everybody bets against old Valkar.
That's so sad.
Yeah, yes it is. They're also all really, really excited because the Steel Maw fight is coming up in a couple minutes, and like they're it's sure to be gory. So it's Steel Maw of the Sin Spear stable against 9 prisoners, which yeah, it's just
Oh God.
everybody's just betting on how long it's gonna take.
It's not about who's winning; it's about how long they last.
And how entertaining it is. Yep. But
I will
yeah,
say, to live up to the rich dude watch people die for my amusement, I am buying wine and all that, but I can't get drunk anymore because I'm immune to poison.
yeah. I mean,
So I'm just playing it up.
okay, yeah. We'll say I don't know. It's like I'm trying to think of
But
overpriced without comically overpriced. We'll say it's a silver per drink, and you know they pour it out for you there.
I think
How
I
much?
missed the detail just now. I might have zoned. Was the fight you just described, is that what we're watching right now, or is that like an upcoming event that they're
That's
hyping
what's
up?
coming up. It's going to be Steel
Okay.
Maw versus 9 prisoners. So,
Yeah.
I will
yeah.
say I will try to be Andy Warbucks, and I will buy rounds to people around us we've been socializing with.
Okay, yeah, like that.
Good way to
Even the
enjoy yourself.
ones who
Versus
already have free
prisoners.
drinks. Yeah, versus
Yep.
prisoners.
He's
They're expecting to the death for these guys.
Yeah, it's a to the death one. They gave him gear, but yeah. Yeah. So
Mm.
yeah.
Tell us how you really feel, Bruiser.
No, it's not pleasant to watch. Theoretically, these are criminals, so I don't know. It's up to you guys on how that feels.
How disruptive to the party am I allowed to be right now? Because Leo is very mission oriented, so I don't feel like he would ruin the mission just to be like, oh, this is wrong, what's happening. But he's also a glory pally, so he's not into
could
this.
Very
jump,
bad.
yeah, you
Yeah.
could jump down there, but they'd mostly be like, "Sir, get back." Like they've had to
This
deal
is
with
windy.
drunks jumping down.
Yeah,
But
it's not a good idea. He's gonna kill 9 people though.
oh yeah, yeah.
God damn it, Bat Dad, get back in the stands.
I didn't hear no
Uh-huh.
bell.
So, with that in mind, barring a very understandable stand against this level of brutality, what do you guys want to do for the rest of your day? Like, you have day-long tickets, those of you who bought them.
I'll say, Dan, if you want to do a tag team, I think we can take them on.
The prisoners or steel mob?
Both.
All of the
No,
above.
Matter of fact, wild card. We're against
Yeah.
them all.
there's too much at stake to. I hate to say it, but we
Much as
can't.
much as I wanted to, like, I would want to get in there and like try to do like a unmask him and all that, just to fucking humiliate him for the hell of it.
Nah, he wouldn't be humiliated. There's not much left up there.
If they were innocents, I couldn't not go in.
Yeah, I mean, so to be fair, they don't like if these guys are criminals, it probably means they're gangsters who didn't like either really fucked up or just like comically inept. Like they probably are actually bad people because if they were just like I mean, the protesters aren't a thing, but if they were that level of like didn't do anything wrong, they wouldn't be putting them in the arena because there would be no fight. It would just be like at least these guys, they know if they throw weapons down, they'll try and keep themselves alive. But yeah, so yeah, you guys can spend the rest of your day here. I'd say it's about like 2 o'clock. It's like 1 o'clock now.
Fucking-
Gildazo, did you have to have a brother, man? I could have gotten here. I could have humiliated them all.
Also, hot take. I don't think criminals deserve this either. Like, I don't really care that they're not
I
innocent.
agree
not
with
lethal.
that. I'm just saying that like as far as raw violence, yeah. Anyways, yeah. For the fact that this is happening, I'm not endorsing it in any way. This is just how Stormreach is.
Of course.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
I hope so.
yeah, it's about 1 o'clock. Like in-game time. Do you guys want to, like I said, do you want to spend the rest of the day or do you want to head out?
I've seen
what do you
enough.
want?
Although,
Yeah, I think after a bit we should head out and make our plan because I
Yeah.
have an idea.
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, I want to kill all of these people. Like, I gotta.
I'm-
Yeah.
I was gonna say if we escorted them all and like got them all out early, man, this would be a lot easier.
I'm gonna shut down the city.
We're gonna knock out their What, you gonna take out their power lines?
Oh yes.
I mean, strictly speaking, if you dug deep enough, you would hit something that would shut the city down. Like, the ultimate hitting a power line. But yeah,
That would be a bad idea, just because there's awful, terrible things down there that we don't want
deliberately try
to
and
get
let
out.
one of the worst overlords out.
I was also gonna say, I mean, in terms of escape plans, I know you guys don't want to go back, but I'm sure there's a sewer nearby.
There are always, you know what? Right now, I'm gonna say there are canonically always sewers nearby in Stormreach if you guys want to jump
I was
down.
gonna say there's gotta be one for the fucking blood arena, man. That blood's gotta go somewhere.
Yeah,
It's
it drains
it's
down
like
in.
Superman always finding a phone booth when he needs
Exactly.
one.
There
Like,
are always sewers if you guys want to use
Yeah.
that route.
I was thinking, so as far as the whole plan goes for tonight, there's a couple things that we could do. We could try to go over the top into the arena, but I heard about some beasts of fire and storm coming from the top, so I'm not sure if that's what they were talking about. We have that. We have go in the long way through all those stairs down into the basement of horrors and then to the quarters and then trying to get our way out of there. Or the one that I don't think will work is Purser using stone shape to melt the wall because I think they have some sort of anti-magic thing on the wall.
so here's the thing, right?
Another
This is
thing, Another thing is, if we can get away with it, I could always, we got a bird. Just get him out through the air.
Are
Yeah.
there any storm spires in the area?
You know what? There would be. They can't do double duty because I feel like there would be issues with magical interference. Like the airport can't be the weather tower, but I would say like on the border of the city, there is probably a storm spire because like around the city there are farms for a decent distance.
Mhm.
So yeah, there's definitely a storm spire within a certain within walking distance of the city.
Mm.
That's an option.
Is it perpetually active, or do they have like a schedule?
I would imagine it's a schedule, where it's like they have somebody basically working there. It's a little bit of a cross between working at a lighthouse and like working at a weather monitoring station, where it's like there's somebody to monitor stuff and then report like to the local head honcho, which in this case would be the guy you guys are trying to kill. Hey, there's a storm coming in. Should I do something about it? That type of thing. So there's probably staff there pretty much full time, but it's
What? I have a crazy idea, and it might be escalating further.
Okay.
So we have a terrifying weather wizard to kill.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm one of the very few people in the world right now that can actually fight a storm spire for control of the weather temporarily.
yeah,
So
he has a gift thing. Yeah, like a
Let's see,
face
that
spirit
will
gave him something.
if
If
sure as
I-
shit wake up the town.
if I make a blizzard, like ice storm
Oh
everything
my god.
in tropical storm reach, we can create a distraction, or not even a distraction, just shut everything down at the arena. No
You're
one's gonna
not
be
wrong.
out.
That
Like-
will be a hell of a distraction. You're absolutely
We can get in, we can get out with Brotozo.
I was gonna say, man, they're gonna know this is not natural. Someone's doing something.
Yes, that's exactly my thinking. So we get Brotozo and we get out. Then,
That's his name now.
the Viceroy is gonna have to respond. It's gonna have to be someone powerful with experience in weather manipulation,
yeah,
like
that'll be
to
the
stop
response.
me from controlling. There will be a response that could pull him out of his tower and give us an advantage to pounce.
Yeah, but we still haven't dealt with the fact that we don't know how many clones that he's going to just go into as soon as we kill that body.
Right. But we can.
I mean, that is a really. I had completely
I mean,
forgotten
that's
about
one.
that thing you got. That's a really good. That would be an incredible use of it.
I mean, that's one down.
I like that we're combining goals here. Very good about the getting multiple things done at the same time.
Seems like someone's gonna.
So my whole thing with this is that, and this is a lot of. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Gail.
Oh, go ahead.
Like, my big thing with everything that we pose about this, because the whole slaver thing is like all of this is legal. They're not actually doing anything that is like criminal. I don't think. Like, it's illegal to own slaves here, and there's not a lot of like restrictions on how you treat them, as far as
There's
I
no
understand.
PETA to come in and try and defend manticores. Although,
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't.
So like, if this gets back to us, and they know that we caused the Texas blizzards, then
who would
then that's
ever be able to find that out? Is my thinking.
Yeah,
Just
I mean, I hope
it'll.
it's just that like we need the Stormlords to like give us blessing. That was part of our job. So if the public finds out and they know that we're super terrorists, then that kind of jeopardizes our job a little bit. That's kind of bad publicity.
One sec.
Well, as long as you're
coming
putting
from
bad
someone
ideas on.
who has been a terrorist before, it's not really that bad. You know, you kill.
No, I mean, some of my best friends are terrorists. I understand that, but like, it's not good for business in this case. Like, we have a job to do, and I care more about my job than I care about anybody. So
Well, hold on. As long as we're putting bad ideas on the table, I've been hatching a plot to basically pitch all the Stormlords against each other. I mean, I was gonna blow up the spider with these
does
blasters
that
I
help
got.
us?
Nope, it does not.
No, it does not.
What does that do for me?
That is a fantastic
I
reply.
said clearly it was a bad idea.
So, to pull the line from to Futurama, if we're all done with stupid ideas, and
I mean, for the record, I want to do the
no,
Blizzard thing.
like,
I'm voting for that. I'm just saying, like, as
I
long as
don't
we're all
actually think
aware,
they're stupid ideas. They're brilliant. They're just deeply amoral. But
the Blizzard
yeah,
idea is gonna do a lot. That's the other thing, yeah, is that
the homeless
damage.
population will take a nosedive. That's for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah. So we are a little over time already.
Oh, wow.
Oh shit! I
And
didn't even notice.
no,
Wait,
that
are
was
we?
a very fun session, at least for me. I'm hoping for everybody. Thanks for
Mhm.
coming. Next week we'll come in and do you guys want to say you were walking and talking the whole time and you're back at the ship, or like you're debating this at the like I imagine?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're not going to be making the plan
Yeah,
like
Pick
at
would
the
actually
arena.
hold to her word and go back and try to help that worthless creature be
Oh
interested
say-
in
yeah,
this
yeah,
lady.
yeah. Like
At
I will
least if nothing
say-
else, she would keep her word on it.
okay,
To
yeah.
be
Then
cute and fluffy and to be pet or whatever, and she would just be like, ugh.
yeah,
We're not playing to
I was gonna say-
7:30.
I thought we. Yeah, I was gonna say we are
Oh,
over
do
time.
we
I
go to
thought we stopped at-
7:30? I thought it was 7.
It
Yeah.
My bad.
depends.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
okay.
thought
7:30.
Okay, no, then we're not over time yet. Okay.
Oh, Jesus
What
Christ,
the
Sam.
fuck?
Listen, I usually have to look outside to see where I am. All right, like half the time I'm an hour off, if not 3 or 4. So I never my time zones are wonky as shit.
It's okay. Time is an illusion. It's all right.
Exactly. Let's see. There we go. But yeah, in that case, you do have time. And do you want to solidify a plan? Jokes aside, I like all of those are certainly doable.
Including
Probably
assassinating
bombing the Stormlords is harder, but
Okay.
it's possible. And
Well, at least one.
yeah.
So I think if we go for the Blizzard plan, we don't necessarily have to use it as a jumping off point to get the wizard guy. That was just gravy if we could.
I think that would be gravy. Then.
It'd be really good gravy, but
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
Indigo
Also-
said, he has like extra bodies to hop into, so
Yeah,
we'd
but
have
Yeah,
to
we
then
gotta
track
there's
solve
one
those
that
down
less
quite
problem, I guess.
quickly.
in. One that's less in, but now he knows someone's after him.
It really is like a big accelerant. Like before, we were like, we're gonna be here for a month, and the Blizzard thing is like very like, what if we just wrap this shit up in
Yeah,
like a day?
Hey, what if that Blizzard ends up just wiping out Daniel's pride just exclusively?
The thing is, no one's going to know that we caused the blizzard.
Yeah, but what if it kills some of my guys?
We're gonna be looking into that though. Like that would be
They're gonna be
really-
looking into it, but the number of people that can cast control weather on the planet
It's pretty
already
high.
is slim.
Yeah, I mean
It's basically
RNL
just how
skews it.
Slyrand are. And yeah,
RNL skews it, but that's the spider's Gjord problem. So
exactly. Yeah, and I'm not capable of casting 8th level spells. So
I mean,
I think it's very slim chances that it could be tracked to us,
that's
especially with all the other chaos going on.
So,
Yeah.
to
DM, I had a question.
clarify, oh,
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead.
Initially, I will do the reason that this is being brought up is Purser got a Fey boon that will let him do this as like a one.
Yeah, I can cast control weather once.
Yeah,
Cool.
and then like the boon goes away, so that's why it's an option. I just wanted
Got
to
you.
put that out. And go ahead, Tess.
Oh, I was gonna. So, I mean, I was gonna ask about like the layout of kind of help like guide our decision on how we're gonna do this, right? So, and also, do we want to consider moving up our timeline to get the Syrian refugees out of here if we do this? But I guess back to the first thing, about how many doors did we have to go through? Does it seem like there would be a lot of security?
There were 5. There were 5
There were
doors
5.
to go through. Yep.
So we have to get through 5 doors that look like they were pickable. doors?
I mean, yeah, most of them. I would say probably like the one actually getting in just required like a password thing. They had a house. I think Kunderik, is that the one? It had a house Kunderik guy just standing there ready to open it. So it's probably some type of dragon mark lock.
I definitely don't like the idea. I was going to mention this earlier before we got into the weather thing, but like I definitely don't like the idea of going the long way through the like tunnel or the big hallway or whatever.
Definitely the way
Because like
die.
like if we do that under normal circumstances, then that quickly turns into a like Bill Dratch dungeon situation because we're just doing a frontal assault. Like you can sneak through and be fine. Most of us cannot. Like Leo glows in the dark. Jotazo weighs like 10,000 fucking pounds of iron and lizard muscle. Like we're not sneaking through anything.
Nice save.
Fucking Mercy is like tung 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 whenever she walks. Like it's not gonna be subtle. So if we do that, we're getting caught out immediately, and everyone is gonna know that we're there. So that's a bad idea. The wall thing, like making the hole in the wall, is probably the stealthier option, honestly.
That's my first go-to, but there was a thing where it seems like maybe there was an anti-magic field within that wall.
Yeah. It might
not
cancel it out.
Yeah, which means that we would have to do it with like conventional explosives.
I mean,
Good thing we got some.
I can't
if
do
you
stone
think you
shaping
can-
right now anyway, so
Gotta have it.
if we
Well, we got blast discs.
I was gonna
the
say like you
magical
could try to
explosions. Do you know how easy it is to make conventional explosives on this planet? It's
No.
not.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, they
completely
yeah,
impractical.
yeah. Well,
I
it's
know.
not. It's not a.
There's no like gunpowder.
That tech
Yeah.
tree did not get advanced, sadly. But yeah. There were a couple people talking. I'm sorry. I think I heard Sauce. Was that what I heard?
Oh no, go ahead. Jeff, yeah.
Okay.
Or-
Whoever was talking, continue to do so.
I was saying a lot of stuff. Someone
Okay.
else wants to
Go
go,
ahead.
but yeah, just like I like the weather idea because that eliminates some of the problem with the hallway thing. Because
the Storm Spire is a wrinkle in that plan because it does mean I'm fighting with Lyrandar for control. We'll definitely have the element of surprise, but as soon as they realize something's wrong, they're going to start fighting me on it.
yeah, I mean that's
1 o'clock call to the
I was
the
gonna
Kraken
say-
wizard at like.
well, I'm more.
Sir, there's a blizzard coming in. It's 1 a.m. What did you just say? There's a blizzard coming.
I'm more thinking about the fact that like if a big ass snowstorm hits in like a place where that is not a thing that happens, they're not sticking around to guard the slaves. Like they're
that was exactly my thinking. Like they're not going to be ready for it at all.
Yeah, they're gonna like the place is mostly gonna be empty, I would imagine, because they're trying to get to actual shelter. They're like, fuck it, these are investments, we don't need them. I'm not dying for this. And then they're gonna leave because they're about to the storm's hitting everything super hard because they don't have any infrastructure to protect them from that.
there is a third option, right? Go in, like we have the giant owl, right? Fly into the center of the arena, and you said to DM that there was some sort of entry to the arena, but from the slave quarters. Is that how?
So
It's
basically,
the direct
like,
way in.
yeah, as you know, think like Roman Colosseum where the gates go up and like the gladiators walk out. That's where you'd be going through. There's a couple big sets of gates that like lift up slowly and dramatically to reveal, fighters from both sides type thing.
Huh?
Yeah, I like the weather idea, honestly, just for giving us that sort of opening. And like giving a window where there's not a bunch of like people there to spot out the fact that we can't sneak for shit and we have to fight if we're getting in. Like if we're breaking into a place, we're killing everyone in our way. That's the only way most of us are getting through.
There is another factor worth mentioning for that plan. It only gives us a 10 to 40 minute window.
Okay.
Assuming that I can get it all the way to Blizzard.
I mean, if we're just full sprinting, I think we can grab one guy in 40 minutes ish. It doesn't
And-
Now
sound
there's
too
the
hard.
alternative. There's the alternative route that isn't very fun for everybody, which is the sneaky's attempt to sneak in and sneak him out.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that is the best plan. The weather has too many failure points, especially if there's anti-magic involved.
Yeah, that's fair.
The shitty part of that is like already today I feel bad when we've got the center for the minute, but like if the sneaky sneak in and get it and get
No,
out.
I mean, yeah, we only
hopefully.
really need like 1 or 2 people to go and grab him potentially. It's just that if you get called out in confrontation while doing that, then you're just dead because there's only 2 of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we would need.
So there is
I can make us a little bit more sneaky. I do have pass without a trace, so
Sure.
plus 10 to stealth, right? And we just have to find the easiest entry. Seems like it'll probably be through the big gate, over the top and through the big gate. But there's some unknown storm fire thing coming from the ceiling that I'm feeling kind of
Could be a
nervous
problem.
about. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm-
again, like the safer option on the surface is that just a couple people sneak through and grab him and then get it. Also, you have to sneak him out is the other thing. So like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can be as roguey as you want, but then you have to deal with Brotazo, who is presumably not great at it.
Probably not.
And so he's like, again, it just feels like if we don't have something disrupting the building beforehand, then someone's getting caught out, and that is a dangerous position. Because if just a couple people are caught out, then there's a very good chance that while everyone else is waiting outside, that guy is dead. Like that guy just gets murked immediately by like 20 dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean,
know I'm not
they may
offering
not
solutions
kill
here. Like
us.
all I'm doing
No,
is
I think it's a
pointing
good
out
thing.
problems.
I mean, they may not, if we got caught, they may not kill us. They may like put us in the arena. Like it's
Sure.
possible it wouldn't be instant death,
DM,
but we
while we were
haven't
there-
tried to buy them yet either.
It's true.
But-
that is an option. I was gonna play devil's advocate and wait until you guys. I was like,
So, I
fourth
did
option.
mention that before. I was
Yeah.
worried that going to like try to buy him might just
Tip them
raise
off.
suspicion. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
It- Which I'd be willing to do if Jotsuso also didn't want us supporting the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. And I'm sorry I cut you off, Indigo. What were you saying?
No. Okay. I forgot.
Oh, it was a DM question, or whatever it was. I don't know if that helps. It's fine. But yeah, you could try and buy him. You could see, you could bet on the whole like, hey, he's currently ranked pretty highly. Maybe the woman who runs that stable really will free him. But I mean, there's a hell of a bet for you type thing.
We could win this upcoming event thing and take him as our prize.
Yeah, you do get a boon
That's the
when that
base way to
happens.
do this. Hell yeah.
I mean,
I
that is
knew
literally.
you'd be up for that, Metro.
That's the fucking cool guy club response to this situation.
Yeah, I mean that is literally the thing. You guys could enter yourselves in. Adventuring teams do regularly just to show off. Like they do it to show off and get potential patrons.
So we
it
would have to
wouldn't be out of
kill
character.
people, right? Like, is there a mercy rule that you can just like let
mean,
some people
when
go?
you're
As long
signing
as we
up-
make it look good,
When
we
when
don't
you're
have to
signing
kill
up,
anyone.
you can
Yep.
sign
The
up
only
for,
mercy
like,
in this room is me, friend.
and it's thin on the ground.
No, yeah,
but-
I vote for that plan. I don't care about how like practical or effective I think it is. This is just the cooler option. So
That's fair. That's fair.
unga bunga.
Okay.
What happens if we lose though? Like do we
Then-
do we enhance the problem we're in?
Well, no, like it depends on if you sign up for like lethal matches. If you sign up for just standard
Yeah.
matches, then if you lose, you lose. Like there's not any.
First of all, what is this lose bullshit that you're talking about? I don't like what is
Yeah, fake news, bro.
why are you bringing that energy into my life? Like why would you even say that?
It's my
Secondly-
Never
job
lost
as
a
a
fight.
DM to leave to bring bad energy into everyone's life. That's my job as a DM. So
No, we're
Not
gonna
to
win,
mention-
obviously. Like if we fight, we're gonna win.
Not to mention, even if by whatever magical reason we aren't the ones to fight Gotiza during this, someone else might during the tournament and not show mercy.
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
like this arc
But
where we've gone
he
from
is
like,
like the
okay, we
champion,
sneak in,
though, right?
we assess, we have these
sorry.
choices, and then we're like, let's fight. Like, why don't we just fight him?
Yeah, we need all our
Ranking-wise,
options on the table.
He's
Yep.
like he's a Crimson champion, which is to say he has the right to challenge the champion of the ring. That's his
Okay.
go-to. Like that's his plan. His big plan is like, in the big arena when when I can actually pick a fight of my own, I'm gonna pick a fight with the baddest motherfucker here, and they'll certainly let me out if I become champion of the ring.
And
Well,
that
like,
would be
if we're-
Steel Maw, right? Or Iron Maw?
The champion of the ring. One sec, I have it down here.
Yeah, I only pointed that out because he's not likely to lose.
The champion of the ring is a half giant,
Okay.
who a half giant barbarian type who's goes by the stage name of Pulp because that's
Yeah,
Good
like
God.
just what's left.
No, you don't need to explain Pulp. I get it. I know.
Okay.
I mean,
Nobody's
well,
on
like
Pulp.
if it's any help at all, then like by WWE rules, that means this fight is probably last. You're not gonna send out John Cena to
That-
open. That would
yeah,
be weird.
that's exactly it. They
Mhm.
probably will wait the full 2 weeks to build up like to a friends. That's
Yeah,
usually
no,
how they do it.
he's the title match. He's at the
Yeah.
end of the event. So like
Exactly.
And
So
if there's like an incredible dramatic escape where we grab Gotiza and like abscond in the middle of the tournament or whatever,
yeah,
then
like
that's
you
just
c-
a better show.
You
That
come
is a
out to
better
interrupt
show.
and you hit the bigger guy with steel chairs to save your buddy. Like that's obviously the correct moment. I'm just advocating for the fact that I like tournament arcs. I'm sorry, but also like
Don't you hear the glass shatter and out comes Stone Cold.
plus don't you guys want to kill that fucking ogre guy? Like
No?
No?
I do.
I mean, I wouldn't mind killing him.
I would kill the Masters. Like that's
Yeah, that too. We'll do that also.
they don't fight in the arena usually.
Yeah.
It's
No,
very
I didn't say
rare.
I didn't say
Oh god.
That's for later.
yeah.
We'll put a pin in that.
And yeah. So okay, so what I'm hearing is the Blizzard, as awesome as an idea as that is probably gonna be, we'll call it a plan P for POA. We're gonna we're gonna go. It sounds like right now you're thinking of a like dead of night, go through the front gates or just wait. Those are the like those is what it sounds like you guys have come to.
I think that the
I'm probably
sneak
wrong.
plan is the actual like most practical one. It's just that the fail state is 2 people die.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's like the high risk. It's a really severe punish, but it's not the most likely to happen because they're just really fucking good at sneaking around.
True.
pretty good at
So-
it. But
so I-
getting him out is a problem, right? So
Yeah.
if that works, this is how it works. We sneak in, get him to the gate, open the gate. Big giant owl swoops into the middle of the arena.
Yeah.
And then flies them out. We all fly out. That is how that plan goes in a perfect world. What I actually think is now putting all the ideas together, and this is my pitch, is that we don't bust him out tonight. We actually wait until he fights, and then we cause the blizzard as a distraction, and in the chaos of the blizzard,
Yeah.
boom, get him up out of there. Cinematic, everyone gets what they want.
So
I
Yeah.
counter with we may need the blizzard to get the wizard out when we want to kill the wizard for later.
I'm gonna counter with it takes me an hour to make a blizzard.
Also,
Okay.
And I'll be fighting with Lyrandar to do it.
to your credit, to the credit of that plan, that is a big enough social event, and there are enough Stormlords that show up, especially to the finale of that 2-week thing, that Kaladin is probably just gonna be there on he's probably gonna be in the stadium in the stands. Like I don't know if that helps or hinders, but he almost certainly will be there
That's-
because he needs to be seen being there. Like
It's
so.
not an unreasonable fact. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Like that's the downside of him being all political is he has to show up sometimes and hang out with like other important people.
I was looking for an angle of how to get him outside. But so now what if we wrap that in with, hey, if we can somehow right before that tournament break into his find out in the meantime where his clones are, break in, kill his clones, go to the arena, do the blizzard, get Brotozo out and kill him at the same time, wrap this whole Storm Reach arc up and then at the same day like get all the refugees on the boat? Is that too much?
That definitely wouldn't be the end of the arc. There's still more to do, but I think that is a really sick idea because that makes it like a dungeon crawl through the city as we're doing like 3 quests.
Yeah, so the for clarity, the party, and you don't have to do it, but the request from the prince was 1, get the refugees out. That was the most important, which you've just about accomplished. 2, try and get the leaders of Stormreach to acknowledge Mishann as the successor state to Sire. And like basically, and they do that by saying, "Oh, our old trade agreements are still valid." The point of that is right now, Sire has no legal standing after the Treaty of Thronehold. If they can get someone to like someone outside, even if it's outside of the Corvaran system, to acknowledge Mishann as the successor state, that puts way more pressure back on Corvair to like free up trade agreements and whatever, whatever is due to, the Cyrus people. Like that was the prince's request is like, hey, not only would they be a decent trade ally, I really want them to acknowledge Mishann as the, as Cyrus. Because that would imply Cyrus still exists.
Yeah, I think that
get caught.
So publicly murdering the wizard would be a frowny face. In the middle of the arena.
So not having like we don't have to meet that requirement. That wasn't like you have to do this. This is the job. Like the important thing again, like the first priority, like Sam said, is that we are getting the citizens.
Yeah, that was the prince's like first and foremost, get my people out.
Right. So we've mostly like that is on the edge of like happening. So that's fine. I really like that plan still, but I do have concerns of like a Wizard Tower is probably like booby trapped to all hell, and that's going to be its own like fucking dungeon, even if he's not there. But it does just accomplish a lot of cool stuff in the same day, and I like the idea of being like pop pop pop. We just did a bunch of stuff off of our list. We're not burning as much time. Like that sounds really fun, and I would like to do that. At the same time, I do think there's an element that we're overthinking this pretty fucking hard. Like we are making this a lot harder than it has to be. We can just go grab him. Like it's fine. We'll figure it out.
That was the simplest and like largest failure chance plan, I think. But yeah.
Well,
the cost is just really potentially very high if Indigo and Pick fail on that.
Well, if we have like a scroll of like Dimension Door or something like that, at least we can say, hey, plan didn't go as well, but at least we got us out. Like we need some sort of fail safe. So,
Yeah.
Also, as I said, I didn't get to bring him out, but we can always airlift him with the owl. Just it's a stone's thing against a night scry. You're probably not going to see it.
Yeah, I think that like we would set up a rendezvous point of like you'll lose them if you just head this like straight into this way or whatever. And then yeah, like the owl is definitely like the getaway plan once he gets out the door, and hopefully the stone shaped thing or whatever, like get back to the opening quickly. Some sort of like, oh, you only need to run Brochizo here, like to get to this point, couple dozen feet or whatever, and then you're good. Because the other thing is that even with only 2 people, like Indigo and Mercy, or not Mercy, Pick are not like pushovers. They're not just gonna like they're not made of paper. Like they can incapacitate a couple dudes in their way for a little bit and then just run out before it starts to get overwhelming. Like I think that it is. The problem again is that once you're seen, then your names are burned, and the Stormlords are not going to give us as much approval because they're going to be like, "Oh, you guys are those fucking terrorists that like broke into the stadium and killed a bunch of people, or like stabbed them or whatever." So that I have concerns about that because we don't want to. Again, like I'm really concerned about reputation above everything else. But
I mean, we could wear
I think that
practical disguise so they can't see our faces.
yeah, you
know?
get the glasses with the big nose and the mustache. Yeah.
I was
Also,
thinking
it
more of
um,
like blue, spirit.
Oh yeah, the mask. Yeah, no, was it Blue Spirit? Yeah. Actually, now that disguise comes up, you guys could just have someone wear a disguise and ask the price for Jotaso's brother, and like,
Yeah.
I mean, that still tips them off that someone wants it, but then it's not like, hey, you know that group that was asking about his price and then he escaped that night? That's wild.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But Jotazo didn't want to support the thing, I think, is
No,
part of our issue. But if he
I
was
fully get it, but
if
I'm
he
just saying
if
it's
he
an
was
option.
okay with it, I think that it wouldn't be bad for us to send someone in disguise to ask. I don't know.
Jotazo wouldn't mind asking, and he also is something of a realist and recognizes that like that might be the only way, as much as he detests it.
I mean, we can always buy him and get his papers and then hunt the person down and kill them in their house. That would be what Pig's suggestion was.
Get the money back.
Like,
yeah, that's
yeah, she doesn't really care about the money back. She's like, I really like.
Something.
Like,
It's not about the money.
I'm not enthusiastic about killing most of the time, but killing slavers is always appropriate.
Well,
I mean, if you're gonna
no
take
argument.
pleasure in it
when
at
it's
some
done,
point, that's
when it's
not.
done justly, it's a chore like any other.
I feel like of all the people here, I know that, and it's not Balthazar. I know El Sam would be very much down for immediately pickpocketing the slaver that like you sold something to, and then immediately trying to steal the money out of that, or just killing them.
If
DM,
Bambi was here, absolutely.
That's a Schedule 1
Schedule
reference. We have
Oh,
someone.
yeah, I
We
forgot
have someone
about
who
that.
prefers to get the drug money back after selling drugs in a
I
direct
sell.
fashion.
Hey, it's not my fault they can't protect their pockets. Now I get free money
Uh-huh.
and my
Anyways.
product back.
Okay, so we send someone in disguise. We see how much he is. We down with that idea?
Fair idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Now
if
we're over.
Maybe we start by wanting to buy the whole stable
that would be would be
Yeah.
and then
That's a
haggle
good idea.
down.
okay. Yeah, no, that's definitely more believable. That's like, I am wealthy. What would be the equivalent of Saudi? I'm wealthy Readrin investor, and I wish I wish to engage in
I
slavery
wish to
purchases.
buy your finest Corvarans.
Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not a bad opening move at all, because then you see, maybe it's on the table type thing.
I will
Maybe the
pose as
whole.
it.
Yeah. Sorry. Good.
We're going to pose as a German dentist.
Yeah, you could do that. But yeah. And Joan, thank you for pointing out. For those of you like
If only
myself
Luca
who
was
are
here.
chronologically run afoul via time zones, we are now actually over. And we'll say in game, especially if Pick like endured getting like her fur ruffled excessively for like half an hour, it's probably about 5:30 by the time you get back to the ship. To get ready to like put on someone puts on an elaborate disguise and goes back to the stadium. I don't know. But okay. Yeah, in that case we'll end that there. And the immediate plan of action will be price shopping followed by theft if the price is judged as too high.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Alright.
In that
I
case-
love. I'm a big fan